So, you guys defeated some enemies here in Silvery Moon. As there is a storm brewing, you see what looks like a large storm slash tornado kind of brewing at two parts of the city. You are currently at a position where you realize that you guys are weakened and lower on, just energy and conserving resources, but you realize that there is also two immediate and imminent threats. You understand that you have two paths ahead of, three options or three paths ahead of you. Take the time to rest. Ensure that you are going to be healthy and ready for the upcoming fight that you take a choice towards, but take the risk that the power of the enemies are going to empower themselves as time goes on, or the number of enemies may increase. The danger is going to increase as you spend more time in this area. The other option is go immediately towards a fight and just fight, do what you're supposed to do. The last option, which is probably the most dangerous by a long shot, is to go to one and then immediately go to another fight. So you guys have a moment to decide while I make sure that I have maps, because I don't know if I have maps ready for this. I thought I did, but I don't see where the fuck I put them.
I think we should try to hurry to another location, but I'm gonna be honest, that was a hard fight, and I don't know if we'll be able to get to both places.
Ooh, the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know if that's possible either. I don't really need a break. I can drink a potion or something and be alright on the way to whatever we do. But, yeah.
So the two locations, one is more by the docks that we were before, and the other one is by the Star Court?
In that direction, yes. You guys don't know if that's exactly where it is yet, but that's probably the direction it is.
There's probably more innocents down by the docks, but if we head towards the Star Court, we might be able to help rally some guards and get them to fight more. What do you guys think?
Can't rally the people. There's no one left in charge.
You guys would hear in the, commotion throughout the city. There, obviously, you hear blades clashing. It seems like the guards are defending the city as well. You're not alone.
I mean, personally, I think it probably makes more sense to go to the Star Courts. Whatever this is about is probably going to be focused over there, you would think, versus the docks. I don't know. Just my train of thought.
Well, that's probably true. I'm sure those pompous assets have means to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they have anything to present themselves from that, and I'll point to the giant swirling thing in the sky.
I mean, the strongest force of gods is probably at these Star Courts.
Okay, ignore the whole shared player thing. That was an accident.
Cool.
Let's see what happened again. Oh, okay. I thought it popped. Usually when it gets a notification, it pops shit on our picture screen. I was fixing something for somebody.
Also, DM, quick question. We have healing surge, right?
Quick answer player. Yes.
It's up to half our hit die?
Up to half of your hit die. You can roll them individually. You don't have to roll them all at once. And that's once per, I believe it's a long, if I remember correctly. And if you use it, I think the short is like, I don't know, I can't remember this off the top of my head. It's like half or like a quarter or something of your fucking thingies. Refresh. So you have more for another short rest or something.
I believe it's you, when you take a short rest, you'll get a quarter of them back. Alright, so it sounds like it's smarter to head towards the Star Court if more guards are able to help out the people, then we'll be able to rest a bit easier. Should we start headed that way? Oh, first, can I go and retrieve the boomerang from the guy who was throwing it at us?
No. Well, you can, but it's just a boomerang. You go to, like, investigate it, and you realize that the, whatever magic or energy attached to it was attached to the guy, not necessarily the boomerang.
Okay, I just wanted to check. Thank you.
But you can have a boomerang if you want a boomerang.
Sure. Never know when you need a boomerang.
It is a short rest. You can regain it, actually. You gain hit dice equal to your level divided by 4 when you use it. So it's a quarter of your maximum hit dice.
Okay.
Unless anyone has anything else, should we start headed towards the Star Court?
Are we allowed to use our healing surge as we're like en route?
Yeah, it's not a combat only thing, but it's still
No,
down
okay.
during a short rest.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna use
Or
mine
a
then.
tele- short rest.
I'm
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use mine here.
As we're headed over, I'll activate Bestial Vitality. Just let the steam rise for me.
3, 4. If I can...
Nice.
That's a lot of 4s. I'll drink like 2 potions.
To clarify, we're going to the Star Courts, which is much more likely of being able to defend itself.
If they're able to defend themselves, they might have worse problems there, but once they don't need to defend themselves, they can know how to get through the city the fastest and defend the people better.
Sure, whatever.
I see your point, Jack, but I don't know.
How
I don't
far?
either. I was just clarifying.
How far are the Star Courts? And are like we're right by the dock, but the Star Courts are a ways off.
Yes.
Then it might make more sense to just
You
go to
mean-
the closest thing, which would be the dock.
Especially
Right.
since we're not short resting.
Right. Then,
Sorry, I didn't even...
then you've convinced us. Let's head down there. Plus, we might be able to do a few things at the docks too, while we rest or while we have time. Might be good to search those warehouses or grab or destroy what we need to.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna copy and paste your guys' tokens.
If
over.
it helps with your morality, the leaders of the city would want us to defend the city first or some shit like that, so...
Thank you, Jack.
Nope.
That was oddly put.
There you guys go.
Just offering a perspective.
I hate how the tiles are mismatched to the fucking thing, and it bothers me. But it's just because they're tiles.
How long has it been since our previous combat? Like, is my bardic inspiration still active?
It wouldn't take you guys 10 minutes to get down here as long as you guys made the effort to get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just, like, casually walk over to the docks.
Sorry, I'm trying to test stuff.
Testes.
Got him.
I'll show you testes.
Whoa.
You'd like that.
Not mine, I'm gonna show you Aiden's.
That's weird.
Whoa. Yeah, even more weird. Why do you even have those? Like, what?
Why do you have testes?
No. Why does he have Aiden's testes?
I just picture
Oh,
him
God.
pantsing you and pointing.
I tried to pick your pocket, but there was a hole in your pocket, and I just grabbed what I could.
Whoa.
Oh, that is not what I was supposed to do.
We're on cloud 9, guys.
Okay, hold on.
Whoa.
Nope, that's
We
not what I
got
was supposed
this. Can you parry lightning bolts?
Nope, I didn't fix it either.
What a beautiful clear day.
I was not ready.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna do this. It's supposed to
Yeah.
work smoother.
Supposed to go under
Like
the map?
yeah, it's supposed to go under the map. I don't know why the fuck it's. But the problem is if I send it like here, I'll send it. If I send it to the back, now I can't fucking see the. Now I can't fucking see it.
Can you turn the opacity of the docks down but to like 80%?
You cannot change the opacity very easily on the page settings. I can change darkness opacity and stuff like that, but it's really annoying. I thought this would work better. The worst part is this is like the only thing that's gonna give you guys what I want. When I put it on the token layer, that's what happens. It's funny because these are built into the thing and they're meant to like. Okay, let's do that. Let's go here. Sorry, I'm playing with things now. Because that was supposed to work better than it did. That's gonna give me a seizure. What the fuck? It just looks like bad lighting. Okay. This is gonna make me upset. Hold on, because now I have to look. Alright, as you guys arrive to the docks, though, you guys do begin to, you hear and see clashing enemies, guards, and like what looks like weaker cultists. They seem to be handling their own for the most part. You see that some of them might have some injuries here and there, but down in the down south of you guys, you can hear. Oops, I'm on the. Hold on, let me switch back to the token there. You guys hear a bunch of stuff in like the southern area of the docks. It's just south of you. You can't tell the exact points of it considering the heavy wind and the rain that seems to begin drizzling in this area. And ew, why is it fucking sideways?
All I see is clouds and lightning.
Yeah.
I just see the map.
You guys might have to refresh.
I'm the map. I'm the map. What? No.
Yeah, because it's not there for me. I deleted it like a long time ago.
Refreshing.
Oh, there.
There we
Now
go.
we got rain in the map.
Yep.
Wow, I can't see anything.
It'll load.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
it's raining, man. Fuck. I hit the wrong button.
When everybody's back, can you re-ping where the sounds are coming from?
South down here. Like, I mean, it's not exact. It's just down by the docks.
Right here exactly, guys.
I hear you.
Suddenly, a tornado picks Vash up and flings him across the world.
Jules Verne ain't got nothing on me.
Team Rocket's blasting off again. I don't know what that means.
What?
I'm looking at something.
No.
Oh, it's so tiny.
That's what she said.
I've heard that plenty of times.
Why is it so small?
Also what she
That
said.
too.
I have like effects that I can do, but they're so it's literally a 5x5 square is what the effects are coming out as. And when I blow them up, they're just like fucking one big thing in the box. So I would have had to like sit here for hours and toy with this for that one. I just tried to make it immersive, man. All right. Well, anyways, since I can't give you guys what I wanted to give you, you guys have to deal with the rain. That is nothing else. There's a bunch of like lightning going on and like water flying around. Like the riverbank is like getting tossed onto the docks. It's just a busy area. There's a lot going on in terms of like weather condition. You arrive in the area and you can begin to do what you want to do.
As loud as I can. Well, should we shout to see if there's any survivors, or should we just look for people who are attacking people?
I think the answer is obvious. We eliminate the threat.
All right.
So we saw like guards fighting people as we like came through, and we heard something.
Yeah, you guys like on the way here would have seen, like weaker cultists, like just guys with daggers, or like maybe some of the weaker guys who aren't like throwing big spells out, or seem to be clashing, like distracting, or engaging with guards. A lot of the times the guards are outnumbered, but they seem to be holding their own for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
We had to guess they might be trying to get to the warehouses to collect their supplies.
What do we just like see as like the docks like empty?
I mean, there's people panicking, scrambling, stuff like that. You see a lot of like hooded individuals, like rifling through stuff, pushing stuff over, like stopping a person here and there and attempting, like you'll see them like grab a person and then like tear away like like a layer of like clothing or like a robe that they might have or something, and then you see as they seem to like investigate them for a second and then like kick them away and they focus on something else. So the people in the area are immediately focused on something. What isn't possible to tell.
Okay.
There's Vosh.
Sorry.
Could I do a perception check from here to see if we can see any?
You can make it at disadvantage.
All right. Uh, 13.
A 13, with all the stuff going on, I mean, you get the general idea of the area. You can see what's going on, you can see they're searching for something, but you don't get any details that could discern exactly what, though you guys can probably have some assumptions. But to get, like, the actual confirmation through your sight is not working, unfortunately, given this current situation.
Right.
Are we by the warehouse that we broke into?
That would be over here, I believe. We're at the far side, so let's start headed towards the warehouse. Want to go there anyway. Might find people try to get the stuff, or might give us a chance to collect that stuff before it's used against us.
Go ahead and stop right there. Not right where I ping, just in general.
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't mean to ping. I was doing something. Oops, hold on. From the clouds, a few creatures will descend. Hold on. Did I spell it wrong? No, I spelled it right. The game's just being bullshit. Sure. Oh yeah, I forgot. I still forgot to upload those things. Hold on. These ones! Ah, fuck. Why is my computer lagging?
Ah, shit.
And you guys can immediately go ahead and roll initiative. Because these guys don't want to talk to you.
Don't look like they want to talk.
What happened?
I don't
Nothing.
want to talk, baby. I just want to dance. Oh, fuck.
Nope, they don't want to dance to you either, Ravesh.
But I'm such a
Direct
classy
nerd.
dancer.
They disagree.
Jack, protect me.
Jack should have been named Jash. Like Drake and Jash.
Drake and Jash. Fucking.
From Boston.
I'm back. I need to go fucking turn my light on because I forgot to because I have to roll dice because half my
Drake,
shit's not uploaded.
Where's the body of Christ?
It's right outside the door.
Ow. I need to find my other dice. I need to find my dangerous dice so I can kill you guys.
Don't.
My murder dice.
I want to live.
I'm gonna find my murder dice in between. So you guys ask questions later.
No, not the murder dice.
Question 1, can you let me live?
No.
Make an insight check.
Sure.
Ah.
16.
You have the feeling you're gonna die.
Oh no.
Alright, let's see. These guys should theoretically have the same initiative number as the other ones. Sorry, I have 5 pages open. Yep, they sure do. Why is their 2024 sheet not open? Hold on. Ew, it's not open in the 2024 version of the sheet. I like the 2024 version. It looks better. Whatever. You guys don't see that?
I seen it.
You don't see that? Okay. Oh, hold on. I have to say this song. A song is playing that I lost, that I haven't heard in a long time, and I found it because I'm listening to it. So I'm going to add it to a playlist before I fucking forget it, because it's a sick-ass song. And I didn't know Dateseeker sung it, so that's sick. Okay. +2. Do they have the same initiative bonus? No, they do not. Okay. So I have to roll individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So as you guys are surrounded by these creatures and they all spawn in, Jack, go ahead and begin our initiative.
Sure. Which square is this guy in?
I can't tell if he's at that one. I can't tell if they're outside of a square. I'm zoomed out.
It's valid. He was just halfway,
This
so I
guy's
wasn't
inside
sure
of
if he
the
was
square.
in this
Yeah.
square or this square. Because if he was here, it could threaten them both here. Survey the battlefield real fast. Nash can do that. I'll try to tank that. Tank, I'm squishy, I forgot.
A tank? What's that? I mean, we do have one. Never mind.
Yeah,
Here's
we
a
have one
tank.
left.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Thanks for
I mean,
noticing.
tank for everybody.
Actually, surprisingly, after playing Jilton so long, I get what Johnny's saying. It's unconventional, but Rogue can tank actually decently well for a little while. Can't maintain it, but you can do some fucking shit with Rogues. Curse this guy, and now I'm gonna swing on him twice.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for Wisdom as usual.
How much HP do they have? Hold on. I gotta change their HP because I forgot to do that.
Just start figuring out what I'm gonna do.
Where's the button? There it is. Concentrate.
Okay, I need more songs like
Oh,
that.
that-
Pop up. Oh,
Pretty
shit.
sure that's confusion. Yeah, and swing twice.
Is it to do with like the thinking finger under his shit? That's concentrate. It's literally called concentrating.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that one's called concentrating.
Yeah, roll 20. You gotta find a better one than that. I'm gonna swing twice with sacrifice.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's thinking. Just barely.
Okay, let's go.
Wow. He is not dead. Although he is very close. Hold on.
Right.
Let me see something.
I also need to see something.
There it is. Okay. You see that the wind becomes around him, and he seems like he's gonna be a little bit tougher to hit than he was before.
But like my sword, like felt like it hit substance, or did it just like go through him?
I mean, it hit him. It did normal damage, and everything. It's just now you see like almost like a whirlwind of like literal wind like
Thanks.
surrounding him, and it seems like it's gonna like make your blade harder to pass through to him.
Gotcha. Binksy.
Hi, Binksy.
Alright.
So now you miss.
Sure do.
Damn right you do, nerd.
I am gonna move here. Try and pull threat from that guy.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Okay, it's this guy's turn. Who is going to?
Damn.
You're gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
You.
Ah.
You, unfortunately for him, succeed. So he's gonna like twist his hands and perform like weird somatics, but no, it's not like a spell. And then you see him kind of push air under you, and you feel like a little updraft begin to take out under you. And you look down, and it just kind of like a gust of wind puffs you in the face.
Okay. I'll shout out to the party. These ones can lift you too.
I think he
That is
farted
the
on
picture.
you, Jack.
See, the funny thing about this is this guy is you're gonna see him kind of turn into a tornado and fly up almost on like a stream of wind and then land here. And then you're gonna see him take his arms are gonna begin to like twist and turn, and you're gonna see like this thunderous energy kind of build up as he goes to slam you with his arms. 22 and 20.
Yes and yes.
He's gonna do damage to you.
Uncanny dodge, the first one.
Okay. So that is 13 thunder. And then he is going to do wow. 20 thunder on the next one. And then that will be, I think they don't have bonus actions. That is his turn. And then it's going to be the little guy here, who is, where is he? Oh, this one. Noche, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you barely pass. You feel the wind lift you up a little bit, and you, instead of resisting it, you kind of flap your wings out of nature, and then you kind of get pushed up in the air. And you are currently suspended in the air.
Am I like restrained or what?
You are floating 10 feet in the air, and you levitate there until the end of his next turn. So, yes. It doesn't say you're strained, but I would assume that that is the note. Or that's, like, the intent. I would say you're restrained as in you can't benefit from movement, but I'm not going to give them advantage on attack rolls against you or anything. Nash.
Right, I'm gonna charge at this strange-looking man. And
It is a bunch of wind surrounded by what looks like this really nice silvery armor.
I'm going to go into a rage and recklessly swing at him two-handed.
Okay.
Uh, 23.
That does hit him.
Uh, 10 slashing, 5 thunder.
Okay, hold on. Doesn't resist the slashing, but the thunder he does resist.
Right.
I think wind can laugh.
It depends.
Going to second attack.
Okay. Oh man, I can't wait to make you guys fight these things.
17.
No. The wind and armor around the creature, like, there's just enough wind around the creature that, like, you go to swing the attack that it slows down your attack and allows the creature to kind of move into it with its armor, and it kind of just barely repels your attack.
Alright, and that is going to end me turn.
So, I'm gonna read you guys the Myrmidon. I'm sure you guys understand this is a Myrmidon by this point, so I'm looking at stat blocks for Myrmidons. This is a list of Myrmidons that I have now because of a guy I follow. I have an air Myrmidon, ash, dust, earth, fire, ice, light, lightning, magma, mineral, mirror, mud, ooze, salt, smoke, steam, void, and water.
I think you're forgetting the most important element. Love.
No. There's no love in Myrmidon land. The steam method is going to...
Only hate.
Gonna throw a... He's actually an air method. I'm just using a steam method token. He is going to throw a... He's going to try to push you with a harsh gust of wind. He does have advantage on the attack because you are levitating. Well, it doesn't matter when he rolls like that. 13.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, miss.
And then he pouts. And then he is going to fly around and hide behind this thingy. And then it's going to be this guy's turn, who is going to float down, do the same thing. He kind of turns in this funnel of wind and kind of lands behind you, Nash, and you're going to see him stretch his arms out, and he's going to take 2 swings at you.
At advantage.
He sure is. 21
That will hit.
and 26.
That will hit.
That is 9 thunder twice.
Alright, thank you.
And then it is this guy's turn. Alright. How do I want to kill you? I'm just kidding.
You just fucking smith it. Oh, I don't fucking know. Right.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. I think I found what it's trying to do to you, Lewis.
What's up?
So, you're considered levitating. You're suspended weightlessly. You do not fall if unsupported, and you cannot use its speed to walk, but can use special movement types as available to it, such as flying, and can drag itself as though it were climbing along any surface or object it can reach. So you could fly. because you're levitating.
Okay,
But you cannot like walk normally.
do I have to declare that on my turn to fly, or can I just fly now?
You'd still have to be on there on your turn, like normal. It's using your movement as normal, so it restricts your walking speed because you're floating in the air. You can't walk on air, but you could fly if you have a flying speed.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
You're gonna see this thing is going to let's see. It's gonna look at you, Nash, and it's gonna make you make a save as you see it try to a Constitution saving throw as it tries to kind of force some wind under your legs, and you see it attempt to create an updraft under you.
All right. 9.
You do fail, so you are levitating currently, so you cannot walk, and that is in. You can see that he is like one-handed. He is controlling this, so you can tell that it seems to be some sort of like he has to keep it continuous himself. It isn't just like the methods where they just do it for a short period of like a short burst of time. He seems to be being able to extend this, and then he is going to pull out a weapon, and it is a looks like a fan, like I don't know what the fuck they're called off the top of my head, but like like the Japanese like air fans. It seems to be like that, but it seems to have like blades on it, and it also has like wind surrounding it. And then he is going to kind of like he's gonna like wave it side to side, and you see these harsh gusts of wind try to fly at you.
Right.
Sorry, I was reading. Wow, that's not great. 15.
That's going to miss. Was that at advantage?
Yeah, he has 2 points of advantage from his thingy and because of Reckless. And then 23.
That one hits.
That one is going to deal some damage.
All right.
There's a deal 11 bludgeoning. What the fuck did I do? What is going on? Okay, there we go. That was annoying. Okay, I paused all my music and shit. Okay. And then that will be its turn since it missed the other one. Bash.
I attack the tornado thing.
Okay.
Not at disadvantage, sorry. So 25.
That does hit. It neeners you.
12 piercing. And then...
It takes an action. I don't know. It resists it.
It does? Bummer.
Yes. Piercing it does.
Okay. I will do it again but with a psychic dagger.
Okay.
I will use my bardic inspiration, which is what a D what?
8.
Yeah.
So 18.
That hits.
Where is it? That plus that. 24 psychic damage.
Ignore this. Never mind.
No.
Oh, I'm retarded. Okay. I did the wrong damage type to Nash earlier. Whatever.
Really?
He takes that much damage.
Alright.
He does not resist psychic. I'm just kidding. Fuck you. He's immune to psychic because he's wind. I'm just kidding. To be fair, it would make sense, but balance and sense don't.
Where's
go
the
together.
brain?
Aiden.
If it has a brain, it can be
Doesn't have a
traumatized.
brain. It doesn't have a brain.
5, 10, 15. I mean, I think I want
I don't know
to
if they have
Pokemon
souls
Ball.
either.
You know. 20. Totally. I'm gonna I'm gonna try and toss this hideous laughter that we're done. Cause fuck this guy. Checking if he can laugh. Huh?
I'm reading.
Okay, yep, I figured.
Okay, where is the score? He is gonna roll a 17.
That fails.
So you see him begin to go into a fit of laughter, but he does not fall prone.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I'm gonna give Nash a bardic inspiration.
Nash, you
Right.
take 4 bludgeon or 4 falling damage as you eat shit,
All right.
but you're no longer levitating.
All right. Thank you.
And then you have bardic inspiration.
Perfect.
And then I'll bow back about 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, I think is what movement I have. 45. I'll stay right here.
This guy is gonna try to do the same thing, Lewis. He's gonna try to throw a gust of wind at you. No, he's not. Jack, this guy's gonna try to push you away with a gust of wind. No, he's not. Noche.
Okay. On my turn, I start flying. And then I will use my action and bonus action to give Sturm 3 action points, and he's gonna try to fuck this guy up.
Okay. Did you ever check out that new summoner thing I sent you?
I was actually just looking at it right now because I keep forgetting about it.
That's valid. Because I think it's interesting, so...
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a more look over later.
We would obviously have to transfer if we did that because of the whole dragon thing, but I'm sure we could make it work, at very least with really good flavoring, so...
Yeah. So anyway, it's 3 action points, and I'm going to try to fuck this guy up.
Okay. I think overall it might just be overall better balance, not only for... Because your potential damage output is fucking wild, but I'm more worried about like how easy it is for you to get hurt. That's like the biggest struggle I've seen with this so far, is it's actually weak because of how easy it is for me to kill you. And Sturm, because the moment you go incapacitated because of like damage, Sturm is gone, so...
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to double attack him and see how that goes. It'll be force damage.
He does it to go fuck yourself.
And I'll do this at advantage just to do both at a time.
Okay. Mephits can speak, by the way, so he would tell you to go fuck yourself.
I would understand
Hey,
that.
Warren. Yes.
I'll tell him Lauren to go fuck himself.
He gets hit by both of them.
This is force damage.
The second
17.
one kills him, and he pushes Sturm 10 feet away.
Okay, 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, go fuck you.
25. And then he'll do this at range for that guy.
Okay.
Assuming the 10 misses.
Yeah, the 10 will miss for sure.
One more.
Takes 6 damage.
24, 27.
The both hit. It does take the third one, but he does die.
Okay. And then 5 feet of movement left, then... Actually, I'll stay right here, and I'll end my turn.
This one is going to try to blow you, Vash. Only
Oh,
once.
lucky man.
Is
I
that
don't know, I rolled 2 dice.
con
He's going to
save?
miss.
Oh.
No, not that kind of blow you. Not up. He's gonna away. He thinks you stink. Jack, it's your turn. He missed, by the way.
Swing on the guy that's
Nice.
cursed.
Stat blocks might be weaker than I thought they were.
Must have been the wind.
20.
You hit him. He dies.
Okay, bonus action, move it to this guy. Swing once.
Okay.
Oh,
That one will hit.
17. And I assume the effect repeats itself?
Yes.
Okay. That's it for me.
This guy is gonna try to push you away.
Okay.
He fails. Actually, let me double check because I know your shit dropped a little bit, but
A lot.
14.
Oh, not that far.
Yeah. I didn't think so. This guy's gonna try to punch you twice. Bash. Actually,
Bathroom.
he's gonna stand on top of you, and you're gonna see him begin to turn into like a whirlwind of like air. And I need you to make, I believe it's a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
It is indeed a strength saving throw.
God damn it.
A 13 will fail by a nut hair. You can tell that it is likely due to the strength of the winds in the area seem to be empowering the creature, but it does seem to do enough to you. He's going to throw you 20 feet. You're prone. Where do I want to throw you? I want to back up. 20. You're going to go there. And then he'll move back to you immediately. But I'm going to roll the damage to you, and you're going to take the full damage. And you're prone. Bitch. That's cocked. There's 18 thunder damage. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Hold on. It's 26 thunder damage.
I will
forgot to roll
uncannily
dice.
dodge.
Is it an attack? Or because this isn't an attack. It's a saving throw.
You might be right. Hold on. Sorry. I forget and I have to look. Yeah, it's an attack only, so I can't.
Okay. You cannot. Nerd. That's his turn. Nash.
Alright. I'm going to still swing on the guy in the armor. This
Okay.
time one-handed, recklessly.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
That is. Oh, fuck. Okay. I need to start reading these stat box better. So he does resist all of your damage, by the way. I'm just bad at reading. So, 6. He takes 8 damage total there. Oh, you rolled an
Is
extra
that-
d8.
Yeah, so
So 9.
is that
Oh,
including...
plus the crit. No, it's
Yeah.
not, because I forgot. So he takes an extra 3, so that's 12, and then he takes an extra 4, so it takes 16 damage total from that.
Right. Second attack.
That hits him.
Alright. 10 slashing, 2 thunder.
Indeed, he takes 6 damage.
Bonus
He
action,
gets to
flurry of
save.
blows.
Sorry. For the hideous laughter.
Oh. I'm rolling twice at the same time to get damage twice. He's gonna fail both of those.
Third attack is 18.
18 hits.
That is 14 slashing.
Oh shit, he gets advantage if it's triggered by damage. Hold on. So I'm gonna roll another 2 dice. So you said 17 fails, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. And then he will take half that, so it's 7 damage, and then he's gonna roll again with advantage.
If he survive, if he still has dashes about it.
He succeeds. Or fails, sorry. Not succeeds.
I succeed.
Anything else, Nash?
No, that will end me turn.
This guy is going to he's gonna walk over here, Aiden, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw
Why?
because he's gonna try to updraft you, bitch. That's
Oh,
why.
okay. Oh wait, I can't. No, never mind. I'm fucking. Hold on. My brain's
Constitution, not
having an aneurysm.
concentration.
Yep. 21. What's
That
not plus
succeeds.
10?
He's gonna walk back around the corner. And then it's this guy's turn. He's going to walk away. Nash, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you can.
Sure, I'll do so.
Now I'm being. Yeah.
25.
Fuck these
get
guys
him.
up.
That is 13 slashing for thunder.
He's immune to the thunder,
Right.
but he takes half of the slashing. And then he is going to fly to you.
Who?
Which one do I want to do? You.
Okay, I figured. Yep. I just didn't see him move.
Would applying hamstring make it so he wouldn't be able to reach, or no?
No. This guy can fly 180 feet right now.
Well, that's only 170 feet then.
If I was 180 feet away, you would have been fucked.
So he can get all the way over there. He can get past the fountain. He can go pretty far. So he is then going to attack you twice, Aiden.
Sure.
And that was going to hit 27. I'm pretty sure 13 misses.
Yeah. 13 does.
Okay. So he's going to fuck you up. Hopefully. Boom! 13 thunder. Make your con save, nerd.
I already did. I decided to do it preemptively. It's the one right above the message.
Oh, okay. And then that will end his turn. And then it's the Myrmidon's turn. Who is going to read what he can do.
Is that a guy attacking me?
Yes, but no. He's engaged with you, but he is Tasha's right now.
He's laughing.
He is under the effect of slasher, by the way.
It doesn't matter. He's incapacitated. He can't do anything. I'm just making sure he doesn't have like an effect where he can end something for something before
Perfect.
I move on. Yeah. Okay. So that ends his turn. At the end of his turn, he makes a save. Vash, you can start your turn. He fails. God damn it. I keep saying succeeds and he's failing.
I stand up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, no, my turn's next. Never mind. Okay.
I bonus action drink a greater health potion.
Okay. Not great given your situation.
No, he's fine.
I use my action to attack the Mephit.
Okay.
23
You attack him successfully.
for 7 psychic.
He takes 7 sky kick.
It's the end of my turn.
Sky.
Aiden, that is a new Pokemon move coming out in Wind and Waves for sure. If it's not, I'll be disappointed.
Sky kick?
Damn right.
Better be.
It's called the Wind.
Do I want to? Yeah.
Josh will be very
This is-
Aqua Kick, bro. Sorry, my ADHD
I'm
is
going
running rampant because
to.
I'm tired
No,
as shit.
you're good. I'm debating whether I want to use all these resources, but I'm going to anyway. So I'm gonna, if I can, even though I'm on a lower, can I Misty Step? There.
I don't know if you would have line of sight that deep because this is a railing. That would probably be like 3 feet. And where you are,
Could I do it like on the railing?
yeah, you could do that. I'd say you'd be able to sit on top of it.
Okay. Then I'll go there. That's what we would do. Oops. And I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to cure wounds. Vash.
Okay.
We like to think that he used his goat ability and kind of like ran on the wall slightly because it was at a very slight angle.
That's great.
Not for Vash, it isn't.
He saw Noche and was like, "Oh wait, wrong guy."
Yeah, you were making eye contact with Noche as you were healing Vash. He ruined your healing boner and he fucking fucked it up. He made you
That's
flaccid.
very unfortunate.
Any more movement?
I could move more, but do I want to? Like,
Do you?
is there a point to it? Like, is there a point to anything?
Yeah, I was just putting a lot of things.
Including knives. No, that'll be my turn.
Noche.
Okay, guy's next to me. He's probably gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, his other target ran, so.
Yeah. So I want to at least get rid of this guy.
What the fuck do that?
And running isn't gonna work, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, definitely not. But I do want to try to get closer to the other allies. Okay. So somewhere get there. He has a reach. Bonus action. Give Storm an action point. See if we can finish him off with one hit. This will be force, and he'll do both at the same time. It's the wrong one, but it's fine.
Do you guys take your turn at the same time?
Yeah, we can flip flop.
Okay. 12 and 27? You're doing the same thing as earlier?
Yeah.
The 27 will hit, the 12 will not.
Okay. Eight.
8 damage.
Okay, unfortunate. I thought it would kill him. Okay, action.
And you were pushed 10 feet away. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Hold on. Wrong ability. He gets a whirlwind around him that makes him harder to hit. That's what happens.
Okay, I'll use my action to give him 2 more action points, and we'll try to finish him off that way.
Okay.
27, 16.
They both hit. It does take the second one, but he is dead.
Nice.
And you're pushing 10 feet away.
Cool. That's fine. 5 feet of movement. Do I hit? I have line of sight of this guy, right?
Ooh. I'd rather give him partial
Direct
cover
Yeah, it's fair.
because of the box.
Yeah.
Because that box would be like a crate.
Okay, so this will be range at disadvantage. I'll do this one at a time.
What is this AC? Okay. Now it misses.
So 14 and 12, so they both miss.
They both miss, yeah.
I have movement for Noche, so I will.
Doesn't really matter.
A little bit, maybe.
You are 10 feet off the ground, so if you want to track that for yourself.
Yeah, I was already tracking. Being in the air doesn't really help me at the moment. So I'll use 10 feet of movement to land, and then I'll use 20 feet of movement to get right there in the middle of the stairs.
What's wrong? You don't want me to throw you and knock you down?
Preferably no.
Then another boulder comes.
The air elemental throws a rock at you.
That would be okay.
They team up with the earth elementals. They have rock pockets.
I mean, it's about to happen, but I will have my turn.
They have pocket rocks. Okay, this guy is going to try to attack you, Vash. Ooh, he might at 23.
Yeah.
How much damage does it do? I don't even know. You're going to take 3 bludgeoning damage, and you are pushed 10 feet away.
Oh no.
Nerd. Okay, sorry, I was reading. And then he's going to go hide behind his large elemental friend, and then at the around count 0,
Like
You guys are-
someone.
you guys are
Very
gonna
good.
hear some flapping of wings.
Hmm.
Okay, I thought you just landed.
Hold on.
Me.
Night Fury!
Worse. Aarakocra.
No! Me when I'm a racist.
What do you mean?
What?
I mean, I don't know. I personally think a Night Fury would be worse than Aarakocra, but if you were a racist, you'd probably think the other way.
So these guys are gonna fly in. Maybe. You know what? I'm just gonna put them in these spots because it makes more sense. I was trying to put them on top of buildings, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Well, it does make sense, but I can't see the top of the buildings, and it fucks me up. Hey, sir, I need you to drop when I drop you. And then...
No, you're a cockroach.
Good vicious mockery, buddy.
What?
I had it's all written out, and I never fucking...
Oh.
I don't forget their shit.
Yeah, it might be GG's.
Okay, and then give me 2 seconds, because I need to fix their HP.
Is Sturm an aquatic dragon?
I don't think he needs to breathe. I don't think it really matters. I mean, he still needs to breathe, but like... Huh, I don't know. We'll see.
Are you asking if he can dive underwater?
I don't know what he's asking. Be real.
That is
I
what I'm
believe-
asking.
Blue... I don't think he's considered a blue dragon in full, in terms of stat blocks, because I don't think it gives him anything. I think you, like, choose random shit each time it spawns or whatever.
I would have to choose an evolution for him to breathe underwater, so...
Yeah, well,
Or,
yeah,
like, swim skate.
but I believe blue dragons typically can breathe underwater, but I don't think your characters would know that. I think they can swim. I might be mixing up which one it is, but I know there's a dragon that can go underwater, and that, like, has a swim speed, and is fast as shit underwater. It's actually terrifying underwater. Jack, you see as new foes arrive, you may begin your turn.
Yeah, I see the giant. I don't see birds. Oh, there he is.
Literally, one is right next to you, pretty much.
Yeah. They were just like, I was super zoomed out, and they're like kind of oddly colored, so they were like slightly blending in. Anyways, I swing on this guy.
They're the closest one in stats to the actual stat block I have, so I didn't have to change a whole lot, just their HP pool.
Do the Aarakocra look aggressive to us?
Yes, they do.
Alright.
They have armor with the Cold of the Howling Hatred on it.
Thank you.
He's dead.
Almost max damage.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it was used on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those birds are neat and all, but I'm gonna go here and move the cursor to that guy.
Do you have 35 feet of movement?
I do.
Okay.
Space Dampire speed.
Can't peer.
Whatever. And that's it.
Damn. Pyre.
That is my entire economy.
You said you hexed him? Sorry, I was
I did, yeah. I moved the hex to him.
trying to read. This guy is going to try to recharge. He does.
Reach. No.
He is going to walk here, and he's going to punch each of you once. Jack, or not Jack. Vash, 23.
Yeah.
Aiden, 27. 25, sorry, Jesus Christ. I can do math.
Don't matter.
That is 8 thunder to you, Vash. Aiden, that is 16 thunder.
16 thunder.
Nash.
Right, I'm going to go ahead and still swing on the man in front of me.
Okay.
Since he's incapacitated, does that mean I have advantage on him or no? I forget.
No, incapacitated does not provide any benefits, actually.
Perfect, thank you. I thought so.
Unconscious
can't do
does. But it would normally with prone, but he's not. He can't go prone, so you
Right.
You have to reckless, unfortunately, to get advantage.
No worries. I thought so. I just wanted to double check. Oh, I'm gonna corpse slayer him one-handed, recklessly.
That is why I changed Ralathums to a stun over an incapacitate, because it gives a benefit to the players, but it's easier to deal with. I don't have to rewrite a bunch of bullshit to make it not work. 18 does it. Barely. Like, you, even standing still, you kind of just slice at a weird angle and kind of barely find, a through in his armor where you're able to get some damage in. That one will miss.
Right.
You just, same thing, you kind of find a bad angle and just hit him in his armor. He is going to roll a 20, Andrew, on his save.
Yeah, that does succeed.
So he's finally unincapacitated. Fuck you, he says in Orin. Actually, I don't think Myrmidon's can speak. Yes, I can. He says, fuck you,
Took him
Orin.
long enough. He had to roll fucking 20 times.
I'm just gonna think that air elementals have such potty mouths.
To be fair, Mephits would.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Mephits are little bastards.
Are these methods?
That one will hit, and he'll take half. The little guys, yes.
Oh, I see
Like,
it. Okay.
these guys? Yeah, these are Mephits.
Okay.
All in me turn.
Alright. This guy is going to pull out a book and read a stat block.
That's his action.
I'm dexterous, yes.
No, it's not. It's an item. It's an object interaction.
It's
Fuck
actually
you.
free action because it's an island. Okay.
You're gonna see him fly and you're gonna see him fly up in the air, and then he's gonna dive down towards you, Jack, and make an attack with a lance that he has.
Okay.
That's a D12.
These motherfuckers have dragoons.
That is a not great number, 15.
15 will miss.
He will take 2 more attacks. You can tell that this time it is not more dangerous. Like, you saw the first one, he was flying at you. It was like, you saw that if it hit you, it was going to hurt. Like, it was likely going to find a critical point to strike you in. And, that one would have crit if he would hit the other one. The one misses for sure. I'm sure a 24 hits.
That hit before the nerf.
14 piercing damage. Oh.
Phew.
It's piercing. I don't know why it says slashing. That doesn't make any sense. If he's supposed to be using a lance. I'm gonna say it's a lance and it's piercing. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Will
Broken by a
use
choker
unyielding will.
Which?
Allows me to. That's the once per long rest auto succeed in concentration thingy.
Is it? How does it read? Out of curiosity.
When you fail a saving throw to maintain concentration, you can choose to succeed instead and gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your warlock level. Once you use this feature, you cannot do so again until you finish a long rest. There's also a first portion, just to throw it out there, that if I succeed, I can just like do an explosion of damage.
Yeah.
But that's not the part I'm using.
Is that every turn? The explosion thing, like free, or is there like a resource?
Both of them are once per long rest. The entire feature is once per long rest. So I could, I guess, so when you succeed on a saving throw to maintain concentration, as a reaction, each creature of your choice requires sight. I probably wrote that in because I assume you put that in. And a 10-foot emanation originating from you takes 2d6 damage. Once you use this benefit, you cannot do so. Oh, yeah, you cannot do so again until the start of your next turn. So that one eats my reaction, but I can use over and over. The auto pass concentration is once per long rest.
We can try it. That's fine. It's
So-
only 2d6. Is it just 2d6 flat, or what else was it?
No. So the damage, I have to pass the saving throw.
Yeah, how much is the damage?
2d6 necrotic. It doesn't scale.
Okay,
There's
okay,
no-
that's
like
just
it doesn't
2d6,
scale
okay.
with my warlock level.
That's fine.
It's just straight
2d6 is fine. I think early it's fucking... What level do you get that one at?
3.
Yeah, that one's pretty strong. But also, like, at level 3, probably until, like, level 7, and then after that it'll probably start falling off. So,
Yeah, it'll fall
I
off.
think it's fine.
It eats my reaction, and I have Warcaster, I have other shit that eats my... Like, I'm not really going to ever use my reaction to do 2d6 damage.
I mean, that's fine. It's just more one of those, like, you know, as a heads up. We'll run it. I'm not going to nerf it, but as a concept to think about for in the future.
Yeah, so I
I
do
don't think there's a
gain
reason to nerf it.
1d10 plus warlock level temp, because I am going to use the auto pass feature.
Yeah. And then that ends his turn. And then it's this guy's turn. Your guys' favorite guy. Let's see. So he is going to fly up to Sturm, and you're going to see him. He has a boomerang in his hand. You can see it in his picture. He is going to kind of take a scimitar, and he's going to slice really quickly at Sturm once, and then he's going to like dash backwards and toss the boomerang at him. And as he does make that quick dash and flies at a range, you realize that Sturm does not get enough time to react to take an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna do the 2 scimitar attacks first. I don't know what his bonus are, so hold on. 23, 22.
Or above hit.
And then I'm gonna roll this boomerang. 22.
Hit.
Okay. This is gonna hurt, no Trey.
Yeah, no shit. Look at him.
24 slashing on the first one. Okay, can I stop rolling like that? 18 slashing on the next one. He's gonna take 14 bludgeoning from the boomerang and some thunder. Hold on.
Where's this thunder?
And 8 thunder. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Him specifically. And then you see the boomerang returns to his hand.
Well, I'm still doing math.
You're good. A lot. That's how much damage.
You said a con, right?
Yes, Constitution saving throw. Sturm specifically.
Oh, this is
I don't
that.
think it's effective.
Take the first one, 21.
The 21 will succeed. You feel as if the boomerang slams into him. I mean, you guys have fought these things before, like at least an essence of them, so you understand what happens. As the boomerang hits Sturm, you feel like it's attempting to like shut his body down or stun him for a short period of time. And then that is, I believe, the Cloud Giant's turn, because I don't think he has a bonus action. He does not, so it is this guy's turn. He's gonna fight you, Nash, now that he can.
Alright.
You're gonna see him take his fan, and last time I said it was bludgeoning, because I'm stupid. It is force damage, for future reference.
Okay.
He is going to attempt to hit you. He's just going to try to hit you with it 3 times, but as he does, you see that you see like lightning flow through the creature's body, and it charges his attack. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's just 1 attack. So he's going to try to, like, this first attack will just have lightning on it. Or attempt to, at least.
Right.
Does a I'm not on the right page. Hold on. 23 hit.
Yes, that does.
Damage. Hold on. I have to roll all of it separately because it's different dice. What's wrong? 18 force.
Right.
And I'm not done. There's lightning. God. 25 lightning, and I need you to make a con save.
All right.
You just see, like, almost like the stormy essence inside the creature has calmed down since that happens. It likely, the creature probably needs to take some time to recharge or needs some energy to be able to do that again.
Oh, that's not an advantage. I'm sorry, but 22.
You are fine. You feel
Right.
as if the effect attempts to, like, almost, like, lock your body in place for a short period of time, but you overcome it. Air
Right, thank you.
Elemental. It's gonna go back to fighting you, Nash.
All right.
18 and 23.
Both of those will hit. Yes.
17 thunder. And 13 thunder.
Right.
Vash.
I move to flank. And I bonus action another greater healing potion, my last one. That's better.
That's much better. Would have been great if that one was literally anything else but a one, but you know.
And then action, I will swing at the tornado with my psychic blade.
Okay.
Nope, that's probably not going to hit.
A 12 will not hit the creature, unfortunately.
Okay, swing and a miss. And then...
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me... Yeah, even with the flank, you just barely can't find it. The wind is moving too much. You kind of mix up what's normal wind and, like, water and stuff with what the actual creature is and just barely miss him.
Okay. I guess that's my turn.
Aiden.
I can activate my curse mark in the middle of combat, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to
Alright.
do that.
I gotta go to my tracker. Hold on. Okay. Curse mark activated.
Some spells real quick. Cool. So as you guys see this, because I don't think any of you have seen it, basically, there's these cracks in, slight cracks in Aiden's like horns, that as you see, they widen maybe like a tiny little bit as, like little ferns and grass and flowers and little twigs, sprout from there. And
One thing that would be added on this time, as you use the curse mark, some of those, and you may not notice it as Aiden, considering the situation and what's going on, and also it's hard to see your own horns, right? But
Yeah.
the other players might see that some of these plants have like really like thorny bits on them.
Okay, so if I can count correctly, I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So he does take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
They have literally nothing else to do with their reaction, so 20.
Oh, that hits. 35, 40, 45.
15 thunder.
Okay.
Thunder.
And then I'm going to use my Scream of the Wilds that I got.
Okay.
Which is the range of 60 feet. So I'm going to target, because it scales off my charisma modifier.
Sure does.
I'm going to target, the Myrmidon.
Okay.
This guy. 1, 2, 3. This guy down here, because he's barely in range.
The giant? I couldn't see that ping.
Yeah, the giant guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 people on Nash, the giant guy. This other wind guy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's 4.
The Eric Cockroach and Jack, and then just sure this next closest one.
Okay. Go ahead. Can you put that in? Because I forget what the fuck the save is.
No.
Oh, you don't. You can just post the ability for the damage, and I can show spell description too. Wisdom saving throw. Okay, I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna go left to right, and then like bottom, like top down. So I'm gonna start with the guy close to you. The DC is probably.
Is my spell save so 19?
Oh
'Cause I just
shit!
put it- yeah.
That is a 20 for the first guy.
Oofers.
Yeah. Guy to your right is gonna fail. The elemental. Ooh, he might succeed. I don't know what their thing is though. He does with a 19.
Oof.
Now to the Myrmidon and the elemental. The Myrmidon's gonna fail. The elemental's gonna fail, and then the cloud giant. I don't know what his bonuses are, so hold on. Not enough. He gets a 13 total. So the top half succeed. This guy fails. All the bottom people and this guy fail. The 2 on the left and right succeed up here. So hold on. I have to track. So they're gonna take. Is it half damage? Yeah. Minus 15. So this one becomes bloodied. This guy holds his head a little bit, but is fine. This guy next to you takes 30 damage and becomes frightened. I thought I had a better frightened one, but that works. And then these ones are going to take 30 damage. Oh, not 309. And become frightened. The Myrmidon becomes bloodied. Let me double check something while that happens, because I have a thing where they do things. You see, that the Myrmidon next to you, Nash, regains that energy, where the lightning kind of surges through his body overall.
Oh, great.
Also, do you want me to make that wisdom save, or does it not matter?
Hold on. You don't have to make it. You don't know why. I don't think your character even knows that you have to make it in general, but you don't have to make it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you why.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Alright, now I'm good. Sorry, I had to do all the tracking. Anything else?
I do have a bonus section. How's Noche looking? He's really fucked up.
He's
Ooh boy.
he's something. He's like
My
rocking
bonus
back
section,
and
drink a
forth.
potion. No, just kidding. I'm gonna
would've
give him a
his
healing
face.
word.
I'm gonna be real. It's not gonna matter. Just save it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
but if you tell me-
super
yeah.
real with you right now.
I want a potion. I'm drinking a potion.
He tries to offer you one, and they're just like,
Realize he doesn't have enough
I'm
time.
good."
Just like.
Speaking through his dislocated jaw. Oh,
No, I still
You
got
could have
this.
gotten, bro. You could have gotten a good roll.
I don't think I was
You
gonna get
just
the good
wasted a
gush this
roll.
time. See how
Alright,
much he
that's my
loves
turn.
himself? He got 2 4s anyway.
Self-love is important. Can't love anybody else if you can't love yourself first.
You're
There's still steam method
That's it.
alive. That's crazy. All right, Noche, it's your turn.
Okay, see my demise imminent from this motherfucker, unless he runs away from me, in which case that'd be hilarious.
Oh, I mean, he's frightened.
Terms. Oh, he is frightened.
He is frightened, yes, so he can't move closer to Aiden specifically.
Aiden specifically. Sturp should have reach from there.
This guy's big, so you realize that he also has reach.
He also has a reach. Okay, so Stern can't move. Does Frighten give him disadvantage on attacks or no?
As long as the source of fear is in his line of sight, yes.
Ooh, do I risk that though?
The also the concept of reach is you can move, he won't get an attack of opportunity. It's just letting you know that like you're in melee, but he's also in melee. I don't enforce attack of opportunities unless it's the 5-foot thing. For just easy tracking.
Oh, okay. In that
So
case,
you could leave and not take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I should have taken that healing thing. Oh, well, that's fine. Action bonus action gives Sturm all the action points. He's gonna double attack, and then he's going to enhance the first attack he does.
Okay.
This will be force.
Okay.
21.
He's immune. That hits. So are you doing the same thing where you're doing 2 attacks at a time?
Yeah, two attacks at a time, so 21 to
Yeah.
9, so 9 misses.
Yeah, 9 definitely miss. 12 damage.
And then,
I forgot that you had Speedy. I thought you had it, and I was gonna say something, but I thought you would have known, so that's my bad too.
Sturm
I thought.
will move away, I guess.
That's why I'm so
Okay.
fast.
And Nachi will also move.
Yeah,
He's gonna lean up
look,
against the
man.
wall in case he fucking goes down.
I don't track where you guys get all your movement speed and shit from. That's your guys' job now. I have enough shit to track.
Okay, right there. And then that'll be my turn.
This guy is gonna lift up in the air. Very little. He's gonna move here and he's gonna try to stab you. He does not get enough like flight to like dive into you with the lance, but he's gonna try to make 3 attacks against you with his lance.
I'm scared.
Oh wow. Okay, so he rolls
I don't
a
like that sound.
7, a 9, and
Oh.
a 13.
Oh, they all miss. So he
Uh,
actually is scared of me, and that's what happened.
The steam method is going to try to hit you, Jack.
Oogie.
Unsuccessful. He's dead.
Okay.
This guy is going to he's gonna dash to get here, but that's all he can do. Jack.
I can still move my hex, right?
Yep.
Cool. I do so.
Nope, I killed him, and now you lose your hex. Fuck you.
You could do that. You're the DM. I swing twice.
Yeah, but that'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm assuming 26 hits.
Yeah, it does. He does not resist any of that. He takes 12 damage.
18.
Yes. Yes. You can tell these guys aren't super incredibly nimble, probably because they have a lance in their hands and their armor isn't insane either. They're fairly easy to hit. They're actually easier to hit than the elementals. That guy's bloodied.
Cool. No, she's just dead. That's a bummer.
I got to my fate.
I've accepted my
bad.
fate.
I did it once. That's it.
Air Elemental is going to float around, and he's going to punch each of you once for attempt 2. Vash.
Cool.
21 Vash.
Yep.
14 Jack.
Miss.
He suddenly gets a plus 45 bonus. I'm just kidding.
Uncanny damage.
He's going to take... You're going to take, sorry, 11 Thunder. I do math, holy. Neshoba.
Right. I'm gonna swing on not the method, but the guy in front of me. He's not a method. What is he called?
A Myrmidon.
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 Muppet.
Thank you. I'm gonna swing on him two-handed.
A mermaid.
Normally, not recklessly.
Okay. Come on, you don't want to give him advantage on his next attack?
Well, now that he got his thing back, I am going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use me Bardic Inspiration.
Go ahead.
What the fuck? I swear to God, everyone rolls a 1 using my Bardic Inspiration. I swear to God, no one's rolled. There's been like 1 8 or something, but otherwise
misses.
it's been fucking shit.
16.
Aiden just fucking hates everybody, apparently.
I think you said 16 misses?
Yes.
Okay, second attack. 16.
I think we know the answer.
Right, I am going to drink a healing potion as a bonus action. And that is going to end me turn.
So he's going to try to stab you 3 times at disadvantage. His source of fear is close enough in proximity.
What a rough turn.
Okay, so he needs
Binoculars.
Does a 15 hit you? I think it's a 15, hold on.
Uh,
Not you, sorry, I'm talking to Jack.
oh, sorry.
16, does a 16 hit you, Jack?
16 meets.
Okay, so I'm going to have him re-roll those 2, because the other one would have missed anyway. Those are both going to miss, so he misses all 3, due to fear. The shaking in his body makes him unable to land a true strike. That is the end of his turn.
Slightly
Nelly.
confused. You said he rolled a 16 that meets. How do you still miss?
So I rolled all 3 dice at the same time, and then any of the ones that
Oh,
hit,
I
I just re-rolled
see.
for
I
disadvantage.
see. I got you. Okay. Okay.
So I was
Gotcha,
just saving time rather than rolling them twice.
Gotcha. Yeah. I got you. All right. I will be back. Wife's going to bed, gentlemen.
Okay, this guy is going to be upset because he can only make 1 attack with his boomerang. And he's going to throw it at you, Aiden, because fuck you.
Isn't he afraid of me?
Doesn't mean he can't attack you, dickhead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know.
That is a 24. Yes, with disadvantage.
That's crazy. He has like a plus 20. Yeah, that is.
It's a pretty good bonus, but it's not that high.
Yeah.
Okay, that is... I can do math. 15 bludgeoning and 8 thunder and make a con save.
Okay.
And that is his turn. I'm gonna wait until your con save goes off.
Yeah.
You are stunned
Oof.
until the
Oh, well.
end of your next turn. So at the end of your turn, it automatically goes away.
Okay. I'm happy I blew shit up. I saw this coming.
He's going to try to attack you, Nash. No advantage. But he does have a bonus. He is going to charge his thing with electricity or lightning. That is a 25 total.
That will hit.
Okay. I have to roll a bunch of dice. Hold on. That is 9 the fuck? Bludgeoning.
Alright.
Can't spell. And 19 lightning and make a con save.
Alright.
Oops, that one. And that will end his turn. You succeed.
23.
The elemental behind you is going to try to punch you in the back of the head.
Alright.
20, 25.
Both of those are going to hit.
$11 thunder. $14 thunder. Okay, that's not how you spell that, whatever.
Alright.
Vash!
I will move to flank, and I will attack.
Okay.
Nope. Do it again. 17.
17 does it.
For
Takes-
24 psychic.
Oh, is it only? Yeah, it's just blue because you did you rolled a
Because
2
I
and a 1.
rolled a
He
1.
takes it in full. Yeah, you rolled a 6 and a 1.
And that's my turn.
Oh. Aiden, stunned. You're unstunned. Noche.
Cool.
Fuck. Big burger.
Fuck your burger.
Fuck you, burger.
No, you can't fuck my burger.
That's the special sauce.
I'll show you my special sauce.
I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of special sauce here in a minute. You guys are about to die.
Yeah, I know, right?
I kind of hear you twice. What the fuck?
Fuck, I wish I wasn't in there. That's fine.
I think his mic is echoing.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Ooh. We call that unfortunate.
I know, right?
something. You can do no snapping and probably make it.
No, but this works. This will work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Action, bonus action, give Sternum all my thingies, and they have to make a save of 16.
Okay.
Dex save.
Yeah, I figured. The one close to him is going to hold on. Is the 17. The one further away is gonna fail.
Okay. Blah blah blah. That's my turn.
The 17 fail or succeed? I don't.
Oh, 16 was the DC. Sorry.
Okay, so he does take half, and then the one far away takes full damage. All right, it's these guys' turn. Aiden, are you ready to get beat up?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the first one I roll is a 19 without bonuses.
Okay, yeah, that definitely is.
That is 6 damage.
Not yet.
He rolls again. 13?
He misses.
14, sorry, 14.
13 misses. You scared me with.
He rolls a 9. He misses. All right. Noche, you ready to die?
Let's do it.
That plot armor.
11?
No.
13?
No.
22.
Damn.
Minimum damage takes you down, so I don't even have to roll.
How much health did you have,
Just-
Noche?
2.
2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's where I'm at right now, so.
Oh, you guys are matching.
Not anymore.
Jack, it'd be your turn. Fucksterm. I think we have to wait for Jack. He had to go do something.
He went to go say goodnight to his wife. It may take a little bit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with what the state of everything is, I can't really move on, so...
Yeah.
I had the cooked chicken that I haven't cooked since I've had it, and I'm scared, because I'm pretty sure it's going to make me sick. I've had it for, like, 9 days in the fridge.
It's already cooked chicken or not cooked chicken?
It is not cooked chicken, it is raw.
That is a bit concerning if it's still in the fridge, not the freezer.
Yeah. It indeed is. The worst part about it is it looks totally fine in the packaging, so I have to take it out and I'm going to look at it before I actually cook it, but...
Apologies, I'm back.
It's your turn.
I swing twice with sacrifice.
Okay.
No, I don't.
You swing twice.
I really don't.
Miss. You miss twice.
I swing with recompense.
Okay.
18!
You do. You managed to hit him. Take 7 damage.
I fucking hate this game. That's it.
And he got back to do a whole lot of nothing. Well, this guy is going to try to punch you each twice again. Bash. Jack. 26.
Yes.
18 thunder. I don't know why I can't add a number. It's the same number every time. I can't add it correctly. My brain keeps fucking shutting down. Nash.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. But I'm gonna do it recklessly. So, two-handed, just swing with the corpse slayer, and then drink a potion. Uh, 21 on the Myrmidon.
Yes.
That is 10 slashing, 1 thunder.
Okay.
Second
6
attack.
damage.
21 again. 16 slashing, 4 thunder.
10. Okay.
Healing potion. 12. And that is going to end me turn.
This guy. So try to stab you 3 times, Jack. It was still disadvantage. How long does the disadvantage last? I'm a little. Or the frightened. Sorry, Andrew.
Does it?
End of your next turn.
Okay.
A lot of
Yeah,
damage
so-
at a big AoE, so I can't really.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair.
Make it till save ends. All right, Jack. 14, 18, 24.
18, 24.
Okay, so I need to roll my favorite dice. That is 15 and 15 piercing.
Okay.
And it's this guy's turn. This guy's gonna fly over here. I need you to make a, I believe it is strength.
Me? Or?
No. Hold on. It's gonna be on Nash. Nash, make a strength saving throw.
Alright. 26.
A 26 does succeed. Unfortunate to him, you see that he was attempting to manipulate the space around you and attempting to lift you. And that is his action, but he is currently concentrating on that. So now he gets to toy with people. And then it is going to be this guy who's going to try to... He's going to recharge, or attempt to. He is going to succeed.
Oh, damn it.
It is a 6, by the way. Like, he needs a 6 to get it. With advantage, that is a 17?
That hits.
17. That is unfortunate. Barely hits you, doesn't it?
Yeah, me. Armor class is 16.
No, well, it hits you by, like, a point, but... Technically, it's by 2 points, but... Okay, that is... 12 force. I think I've been saying bludgeoning, and it's still not bludgeoning, it's force. I'm just slow.
Right.
11, 16... 24 lightning. And then make a con save. And then it'll be this guy's turn, who will attempt to attack you.
I believe he has 2 more attacks, isn't that correct?
Nope, not when he uses that feature.
Alright. 14 for my con save.
You barely managed to overcome the stunning effect.
Alright, good.
Yeah, it does a ton of damage, and it potentially stuns you, so no, it does not add into his multi-attack.
Alright.
They buffed up the damage from 2014's version, so yeah. Because in the old version, yeah, they could charge up, and then, like, each attack would do... each attack in that multi-attack for that turn would do, like, an extra d10 or whatever it was. 24, sorry, I did math. And
that
24
hits.
again.
That hits.
Okay. So, 2 sets of thunder damage.
Both of those were at advantage, correct?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
14 thunder, and 16 thunder. Jesus Christ, I can't do fucking basic math today. Bash!
A stab.
Okay.
numbers.
You stab successfully. The creature dissipates.
Poof. I use
He
my
does go poof.
bonus action to chug a standard potion.
Okay.
No. And then I will move to flank the Aarakocra, and I will end my turn.
Aiden.
I'm gonna move to the edge of the railing,
Okay.
and then I'm going to
Jump off like an
psychic. Yeah, I'm gonna psychic lance the Myrmidon.
Let me see what his int modifier is. He can succeed. It is very unlikely. What is it? He does not succeed. He dissipates.
Oh, cool. And then I'm going to healing word Nash.
Okay.
There we go.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
2 1s, 2
Third
4s.
level hearing word.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Noche, make a death save. This guy's gonna try to stab you in the back 3 times. Or do one at a time, because you guys have managed to fuck it up every single time. 14.
Ow!
Oh shit. Noche comes back to 1 HP. Does 14 misses, right, Aiden?
Yeah.
17 hit you?
Yeah.
He is going to knock you down, and then he is going to fly over to Jack, and he's going to roll in that one. And then it's this guy's turn. And he is going to go flank you, Jack. So now your guys' flanking bonus is canceled. But so is theirs. They don't have a flanking bonus on you guys right now. 3 attacks. Wow. He rolled 2 2s and a 5. So no, he does not hit you at all.
There were days when I was getting hit with the special fan.
Yeah, no shit. that's where they are. They're being used on this, so my good attacks are on you. Jack.
Healing surge, drink a potion, move on.
Okay. Nash.
I think unfortunately I have to do the same.
Okay. Sorry. This guy is gonna try to attack you 3 times, Jack. They're focusing on you.
Wait!
I'm not gonna I'll roll the damage and type it, but you'll have time. There's a 12 hit?
God damn it, Loki.
It does not.
Okay, well I know 24 hits, so.
Certainly does.
The other 2 miss, so it is gonna be 9 piercing after you add your HP.
Okay.
Holy fucking dice roll. What the fuck?
My cat jumped up on my computer.
No. Don't forget to add your con mod to each of those dice rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Subtract
Yep.
9 from the total.
Yes, 9 from you, Jack. And
Yep.
then it is this guy who is going to. You guys are surrounded. He's gonna fly over here and he's gonna try to attack you, Nash. He's gonna do the same thing he did to Stern. He's gonna slice at you twice with the scimitar and then jump back and throw the boomerang at you. And as he jumps back, you realize that you don't have enough time to react to make an attack against him. 25 and 29.
Both of those will hit.
Okay. I'm gonna do those before I roll the other one because they all use the same goddamn dice. So that is 15 slash.
Great.
Then 20 slash. Then he's going to make a boomerang attack. 29.
That will hit, yes.
Yeah, all those bad rolls I'm using on the low HP targets, not you.
Apparently so.
You can go ahead and make a con save, because you're going to have to make it no matter what.
Right.
While I roll damage. What the fuck? 17 bludgeoning. You overcome the stun, and then he's going to roll some thunder as well. That goes on the back end of that. That is 2 thunder.
Right, thank you.
And then it's his turn, and it's going to be the air elemental who's going to try to wail on you twice. And your reckless would be down because you did not attack last turn. So he's going to attack twice. So 20 and 19.
Both of those hit.
That is, oh my god, 20 thunder and 15 thunder. Vash.
Right.
Okay, bonus action disengage. 5, 10 up onto the railing. 15 jump down onto the stairs. 20,
Okay.
25 action healing potion in Aiden's mouth. Or oh, sorry, bud. But 5 is better than 0. Where was I at? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30, 35, 40. And
So
my turn.
you guys will get a flanking bonus on this guy, but Jack is getting flanked by these two now.
Yeah.
Aiden.
I cast Cloud of Daggers, right? I'm just kidding. I can't.
You cannot.
I cannot. I do not have a
Andrew's
spell
favorite-
slots. I stand up. Yeah,
Andrew's
my
favorite
favorite
spell.
spell for no good reason.
For in fucking Baldur's Gate at the very least.
Dude, I don't know. Cloud of
Great
Daggers. just
warlock
the
spell
idea
early.
is.
Just repelling
Um,
blast, push him into the daggers.
Yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna help out here because I think they're easier to kill. I'm just gonna vicious mockery that guy.
Okay. He's, hold on, he might succeed. 25, actually. I thought he had a different
God
modifier.
damn. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You were only supposed to have your bonus action, but it's too late now.
Oh wait.
It's fine.
Half
You
movement. No,
only
no.
have half your movement. I already tracked the damage. I'm just not going to give him disadvantage on the attack rolls.
No, I mean, with my movement, I moved. And I moved a little bit too much. Just one step too much.
I know, but I was saying that because you got rezzed the turn before, you were... the rule, I only have bonus action. So,
Oh.
it's fine. Again, I'm just not going to give him disadvantage. I don't want to redo the math.
Okay. That's my turn.
No, Jay.
Surprised that I'm actually up this turn.
And you do have your full turn, because last turn is where you got up. Was where you got up.
Yeah. Does this guy look like he's on death's door or not?
It's hard to tell those kinds of things because each creature kind of has a different thing, and you guys haven't really, seen a whole lot of Aarakocra except for dead ones. So it's kind of hard to give a good, battle sense understanding without having encountered them before.
Okay, that's fair. Is Jack still immune to thunder or whatever it was?
I was never immune. I was only
You
ever
never-
resistant.
He was resistant, yeah.
Okay. Well, that changes my plan. Level 1 magic missile. That guy in particular is fucking.
Okay. He rolls each one individually, so he takes 8 force damage.
Blah, 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 blah. Go right here, and my turn.
These two are gonna make 6 attacks against you, Jack, and it'll come back to your turn. So I'm just gonna roll 6 dice.
Okay.
15 on the first guy.
No.
And he misses all 3. And the next guy is gonna roll a 23. The other 2 miss for sure.
Yes.
These guys fucking suck.
Yeah, what'd you bring him?
They're rolling like donkey dick. Numbers, I guess. Jesus Christ.
These
they were
guys
supposed to,
suck,
be
and
doing way
these
more damage.
monsters are not as strong as we're all desperately trying to not bleed out and die.
To be fair, it's not because of them. Let's be honest. They have not done anything to contribute to that.
We
At this
got
point.
this,
Yeah.
guys. Ugh.
Jack, it's your turn.
I
They just like
will
are soaking damage, and that's it at this point.
take swings one by one.
Okay.
I was indeed trying to conserve a little bit, but then
you.
I was like, I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna go crazy.
Valid.
Which I think hits.
Oh, 19, I didn't see that. Yes. 14. He is still standing. That one hits. I think it's literally if you don't roll minimum, you kill him. You kill him.
Perfect. Move hex to this guy.
Okay. You know, two-weapon fighting doesn't really go along that well with a warlock unless they have higher HP pools.
Yeah, well, and like I kind of was prepared for that, so like, I was kind of prepared for having to move my hex around a lot, but like on bigger targets and boss fights, it'll work out.
Anything else?
No.
Nashoba. Yeah, until they're immune to necrotic and hex doesn't matter at all.
All right, I will
Okay.
go ahead and two-hand. Oh, I believe that's turn 10, so I am going to reinitiate me rage as a bonus action, and
Okay.
swing on this man two-handed with me battle axe.
Okay. Reckless?
No,
Okay.
I don't have the HP to be reckless right now.
None of you do, to be fair.
All right.
That's 10 turns? That went by way quicker than I thought. Usually
I
10
bel-
turns takes forever.
I believe that was 10 turns.
You don't have
if
Garrett.
I can't do anything but laugh. Or Jacob, to be
The
fair.
casual way that was just like sprinkled
Like-
it in like salt.
I don't hate playing with either one of them, too. But those two have got to be the slowest turn takers of all fucking time.
Yeah.
He's a barbarian, and it takes him a long time to do his turn. And I get, like, the math, but, like, he doesn't even... He takes so long to decide, too.
I
You
take
can't
a
hear me,
long
but I'm
rest.
laughing.
Don't worry, we talk shit about you guys in Sunday games, too.
Good. So that's 10 slashing, 2 thunder, but they're immune to thunder, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Does the slashing get resisted, or does that seem to go through?
Yes, it gets resisted.
All right.
I was tracking it as resisted, but I actually didn't check, so... I was fairly certain that the only ones that don't have resistances are the Earth Elemental for no goddamn reason. That hits.
11 slashing, 6 thunder.
He takes 6 damage. That is bloodied.
This guy's got so many effects on his corpse.
Then I don't believe it will do anything, but I'm going to move to the other side of this guy.
Okay.
And enemy turn.
This guy is going to fly around you, attack you twice, and then jump backwards and throw a boomerang in your face.
That's what I thought.
He has a lot of move speed. I dropped the dice. I'm not going to count that roll.
Comboed.
That was a 17. Alright, 23, 23, 27.
All 3 of those hit.
Goddamn.
Go ahead and make a con save. Just to get it out of the way while I roll damage. You succeed.
20.
Oh, wrong ones. That is the total damage.
All right. Thank you.
And that would end his turn. I kind of need to wait to do the math, because I don't think that brings you down, but it's quite close.
Let's see. That's 16. That was not 8. So that will be 2.
I'm just going to roll 2 dice for him, and whoever... If he can attack... If Nash is down, he's going to go fight another target. If Nash is not down, he will attack Nash. But I'm just going to roll both the dice now, just to save some time.
Oh.
So it's a 25 and a 21 for everybody. Does that hit everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't be
He's
down.
probably gonna go for you too, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Don't.
I have
1.
I have 8 HP.
Okay. So it does. His damage may bring you down, but we're gonna have to find out. So the 25 is first.
Right?
That is 17 thunder on the first one.
That will bring me down.
Okay. And then he is going to come over here, and minimum damage would knock you down, Aiden. And then he moved up to Doche.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, it was a 21. I already rolled it.
I was like, what? I was thinking about it. You rolled it already.
Vash, should be your turn.
This
So
looks not
unfortunate.
great. Stab. Not at advantage, so 29.
That hits. $25. He is bloodied.
And let's just do it again. That's supposed to be at advantage. God damn it.
That hits.
Hold on.
You can roll for the crit.
Yeah. Oh. Damn.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, that was
Oh,
triple
you hit.
T.
Sorry. Jesus Christ. You missed the crit, is what I meant to say.
Yeah. 9 more piercing.
9 more piercing.
And I will step in over. Nope. I'm good.
Aiden, make a death save. No check. Take your turn.
Fuck, man, I don't know. I really can't do anything against this thing. I'll do another magic missile against that guy.
Okay. I imagine this guy just flew over you, Aiden, and then smacked you into the wall and knocked you out. 8 damage.
And then I. Yeah, I think we're just boned. I'm looking at new characters. On my turn. Here.
So negative.
Yeah.
These guys are going to take 6 attacks against you. Well, this guy's going to wrap around. So the second guy will get bonuses, but the first guy will not.
Okay.
18 and 22.
Yes and yes.
Okay. It is 12 and 7 piercing.
Okay.
This next guy has bonuses.
Wait, he's
16...
not. He doesn't get flanking because I'm there, right?
Oh, you're right. You're right. So he doesn't get bonuses. So 15 is the highest.
No.
Then he misses.
Man, these guys really do suck.
Yeah,
That block
yeah,
is
they,
booty cheeks.
they're,
Like,
they're that block isn't.
I'm not hard to hit.
It's not a high bonus, but they have enough of a bonus that they should be hitting more consistently. But they are rolling dookie.
I'm gonna swing on this dude a bunch of times.
Okay.
That's not correct. Fuck!
You should take it anyway.
It's disadvantage. I'm in melee.
Oh, get wrecked.
I mean, I'll let you use the. Oh,
What the fuck?
okay. I'm gonna let you take both the crits because I was gonna say it before you rolled, so
That's crazy.
it would just
Cool.
be a +1. So they're both 29s.
You just gotta bitch just enough.
I haven't bitched at all. Yeah, so that's against that guy.
So the
That
first
plus
one,
12. So
he is barely up.
23. Okay, then the second crit against him as well.
Yeah, he's dead. He had 2 HP left.
'Kay.
Oops. That's 900 HP. Let's not. Okay, he's dead.
And then I'll move my hex.
Okay. Anything else?
I will Actually, it's probably easier for Nash to wrap around to get to flanking. So, no. Vash, not Nash. Jesus.
Nashoba.
All right.
This guy's gonna fly up to this area, and Vash, make a strength saving throw.
But I'm not good at those.
Exactly.
I'm really not
You
good
are
at
now
those.
under his telekinesis.
What's that do?
I'm reading because I forgot. um. He can move you up to 30 feet in any direction. You make a strength check against his spell save or his spellcasting ability, so he makes a spellcasting check versus your strength. You can move you 30 feet. And then he can just maintain it using his action and then move you again, and then you keep making the checks. And that's it. He just like throw you 30 feet around. So he is going to, I guess they're wrong. He just can just do that. It doesn't even make a save. Is that really how it works? You exert your will on one creature. You can affect the same target around or choose a new one at any time if you switch targets. Yep. Until the end of your next turn, your creature is restrained, so you're restrained. Use your action to maintain it. So I'll let you re-roll, because that's not what it would have been, but it is a strength check against his spellcasting modifier, or his spellcasting ability check. I don't think you're going to win. I don't think you can win against that. He rolled a 23.
I lose.
So you're restrained. He's going to pull you 30 feet in the air. So you're floating 30 feet in the air. And then it's the air elemental's turn, because that's his action. Air elemental is going to float around and try to punch you, Noche. 12? How do you do math?
No.
10, wow. Vash.
Let's go.
What the heck, Aaron?
What are my restraints as far as attacking? What do I
Disadvantage, because you're restrained.
disadvantage?
You can do ranged stuff, but you can't do melee, because you're 30 feet in the air right now.
Right. Okay.
But it would be a disadvantage because you're restrained.
Guess I'll throw a dagger at the elemental.
Okay. How many feet?
30? How many feet what?
I'm trying to think of how much he can, like the maximum distance he has for you. There isn't. Oh my goodness.
11.
That would be a disadvantage. So, I mean, you're gonna miss either way.
Oh, okay. Well, I do it again.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Indeed.
18.
That one actually hits. But because you have disadvantage, you cannot apply sneak attack, so.
7.
7 psychic. He indeed takes it in full.
And I can't
Anything
move,
else?
so I think I'm done.
He cannot. Aiden.
Did anybody heal me? I don't think so.
No check.
Okay.
What to do?
Don't die. Cast nuke the battlefield.
You first.
I'm doing fine.
Sure you are.
I've already died this campaign. What's another one?
I know, right? So did Jack. Well,
So did Jack.
Fuck it. Action. We'll summon out Storm again. He's here for
Storm with 1 HP.
I know, right? He starts out with 1 action point when I summon him. Bonus action, give him another one, and we will do our best.
Okay.
Alright, to attack the air dude below us and enhance the first attack he lands.
Okay.
Uh, 22, 23.
Okay. Both hit, sorry.
Oh,
I don't know why I
force,
said
by
okay.
the way.
At this point, I'm going to assume force unless you specifically change it.
Okay, 23 force.
He takes it, both of them. Creature's beginning to fade, but still standing.
I'm gonna flank with
Floating.
style. Not really, but end my turn.
This guy's gonna try to stab you 3 times, Jack, because fuck you.
Okay.
Can I grab the goddamn dice? I'm counting that one. He missed. Wow. 24 and 23.
Yes.
They heard all that shit we were talking. That is 9 and 9 piercing.
Okay.
And then you succeed both of them. Your turn.
Shore eels. I will return the favor and swing 3 times.
Okay.
Not at advantage. 26.
26 hits.
Okay.
26 hits.
Okay.
23 hits. Okay, 21, 29, 15, 44. He's bloodied.
Cool. That's it.
Nashoba. This guy is going to make another contested check against him, Vash.
I will use a psychic die.
Okay.
If it will roll. It's gonna roll twice now.
You do beat him with his total of 5.
Okay. I wanted to be sure.
I mean, that's fair. He just rolled. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, he doesn't have a really good chance to beat him unless he rolls a natural one. And he rolled a natural one immediately.
Nice.
So, I don't know. Does he just, like, you just fall or he can't move you? Hold on. To maintain... So if you just fall 30 feet? I think that doesn't specify. So I would just assume that you fall 30 feet.
Okay.
So you're going to take 8 falling damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to walk right next to you menacingly and stand above you in JoJo pose. And it's the air elemental's turn. Who is going to try to attack you twice, Noche? 21. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I just go down.
And then this guy's going to float over here, and he's going to try to punch you, Jack.
Yeah, okay.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, no. 16. Thunder.
Cool.
Vash.
Damn.
Make an acrobatics or athletics check. I would say you would have landed on your feet, although you would still take the damage.
Okay. Shit.
I fell like 12 feet from off of my uncle's deck, my great uncle's deck a long time ago when I used to play on his farm. And I remember not being able to breathe for like 2 minutes straight. That shit fucking hurt. Just gonna break something.
I was gonna risk it, but now I have 2 people gunning for me, attack of opportunity wise, so I can't afford it. So fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna swing on this guy.
Okay.
$16.
Does hit. And it dissipates.
And then
Cool, we only have the big guy left.
No, this guy's still up.
Oh, fuck him.
I tried.
big guy, I guess.
Okay. That is.
Watch him die like one hit.
He was just an image.
I don't think we've damaged him yet.
Hoping.
He has
right?
have.
I damaged him like
He takes 9 psychic.
twice or something.
He took damage from Aiden's Scream of the Wilds and
Right.
something else.
Bust his balls.
That's my turn.
Aiden.
You're. Oh my god.
All right.
Rolled up
Noche.
a 20.
This guy is going to miss you with the 14. Miss you with the 12. 18. Jack.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 18 hit. I'm down.
18. Down you go. And then he's going to fly. He's
Damn
going to
it.
get here and end his turn. So, I took a meticulous amount of time to make sure this was a balanced fight. When I say balanced, I mean as in, like, it's doable, right? Like, it's obviously meant to be difficult. You guys are obviously losing. So, my question is for you guys as players. I have a in-lore, I've been thinking the whole time, just in case. I have an in-lore, like, not out necessarily, but, like, help I can give you guys. Do you guys want to take it? Do you guys want to roll for it? Or do you guys want to refuse it? Obviously, the risk is a TPK.
I kind of want to see it just because you brought it up.
I-
My vote.
am a very, 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 very strong believer in the dice tell the story. If we TPK'd here, we TPK'd here. It is what it is. I don't think that the fight was that imbalanced because these Aarakocras were basically useless most of the time, and the Mephits
They
did
were just
also
equals.
next to nothing. So I think the fight was balanced. It sucks. Also, it
I
might
will-
be a decent learning experience for those that haven't experienced one to experience a TPK.
That's fair. And I did roll high on some damage, and I've rolled some good numbers. I haven't rolled any. I've only rolled. Have I rolled any crits? I don't think I've rolled crits tonight.
To
Not that I
be
know of.
fair, we have TPK'd in that one bar fight.
I immediately reset you guys.
That
'cause it
was
a module.
crazy.
That doesn't count.
I mean, I think, it's a good. I well, obviously the group votes on what they vote on, but I am a very, very, very strong believer in if we TPK'd,
So-
we TPK'd.
That is 1 for 2 different votes right now. Everyone else?
I'm
TP.
like, okay, I kind of agree because it's like it's an unsatisfying feeling to just get like saved. Especially
That's
if we're
why
just
I
like,
asked
yeah,
you
we're gonna.
guys. I-
But I'm like, I kind of don't want to like. So my vote is dice roll.
Okay.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure. Go ahead.
If possible, if we TPK, can we still continue with Kings, or is the story just done? Like, we're just done.
We would have a conversation about it for lots of reasons.
Okay, cool.
So it'd be a
Um,
conversation. I don't want to guarantee it one way or the other, but it would be like a heavy conversation. I would say at the
Cool.
very least, if your guys' characters die, we would talk about your guys' stories individually, what would have happened, how it was going to go, so you guys at least have some sort of like personal player closure, if that helps with any decisions or anything. I would never just be like, oh, guess what? You never get to learn what happens. I would talk to you guys about like my plans, what would have happened, the direction that it was going, and then about the rest of Kings, we would have a conversation.
Perfect. Then my vote stays unchanged, and I will be back while the party votes.
Okay. I have 2 more players.
I will.
Literally 1 for each vote right now. So
I know.
No pressure.
I will be the tiebreaker if it comes down to a tiebreaker somehow, which is still possible considering there's 3 options.
I will say. Let Lady Luck be on our side and we roll for it.
I roll for it. It was my vote as well.
Okay. So
Okay.
I have 2 options for the roll. Do you guys want me to choose, or do you guys want to take the choice on how the roll works?
You
I have
choose.
2 options in my head.
That's my vote.
You choose.
So it's going to be difficult. I need everyone to roll as if they were rolling for divine intervention.
D100. Hell yeah.
D100?
Okay, I wanted to roll D100.
Yes.
Was that the good roll? I don't know.
You're
You
about
want
to find
divine?
out.
Or was that the bad roll?
Divine,
Divine-
as if you were rolling for divine intervention.
Which is
D100, you are supposed to roll your level or lower. It's not looking good, guys.
nope.
And I rolled really good in the opposite direction.
And Jack is gone.
Yep, we're gonna have to wait on him. He's literally, it's literally up to him. I'll tell
be
you guys.
real, even if we TPK, I don't really feel unsatisfied.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know at least. What about everyone else?
I'd
If you
rather-
guys TPK, you guys gonna be upset.
I'm
Sad
always
that it
upset.
happened. Not upset at the how or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Vash could just go crazy and just fucking.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance that Vash could 1v2 this. Like, it's not impossible, right? It's just incredibly unlikely, which is why I wanted to bring up the offer before we got too far. That way, we're at least able to. Because this would have been a good point to bring in at the end of round count 0 is when I would have had it happen. To bring it in and be like, hey, here we go. So
Feel bad because I still have like one last option.
here,
That
you
I
know
was
what? I'll even add my own roll to it for you guys. Just to give you an extra chance.
It's just it's
Yeah,
It's-
it's
oh,
such
well.
a good thing that the DM's level is so high.
I am
Yeah.
level 99, but mine works the
Infinite.
opposite. I have to roll 100 or nothing.
Oh. You also have the ability to switch roles with anybody, so switch with Aiden.
It's 100. It has to be 100 or nothing. I just said that.
100 nothing. Never mind. Fucking Aiden fucking failed me.
I guess I'd be level 100 in that
Okay.
case. I'm max level.
Look,
How about you, Vash? Would you be Are you unsatisfied if you were to die here? Like this is a TPK?
I mean, obviously, I don't want that, but would I be unsatisfied? No. Would I be upset? Yeah, sure.
Everyone's upset when their character dies. I don't
Yeah.
think if you are not upset that your character died, you didn't like your character enough.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. What we will do while we're waiting for him is I will go through the turns if you want, unless you guys literally want to wait. I can
Yeah.
we can just do the game. It just
We
like that we at least know the outcome if he does roll.
Yeah, let's do the
Sure.
game.
Okay, so Jack and Nash, you guys can make your death saves. Cloud Giant would start making his attacks. So he's going to make 2 attacks against you, and then jump back Vash and make a boomerang. He does not provoke attacks opportunity when flying. So I'll tell you right now, if he hits 2 of these, I think you're just down. Okay. Well, okay, never mind. I forgot his bonuses. So nat 1's the first one. Then he rolls a 19 and a 24.
Okay. I uncanny dodge the first slash. Or the...
Okay, which would be... Do you want to do the boomerang or the scimitar? Because he has 1 of each right now.
The boomerang, I don't know. I forget which ones are stronger, so...
So he's going to do 18 bludgeoning or slashing with the scimitar. He's going to do 8 thunder. And then I'm rolling the bludgeoning from the boomerang. And then make a con save.
I think I'm dead.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, he rolled
Oh.
really fucking good. Well, you don't get stunned, which is nice. Yeah, he did... Is that 18? 18 bludgeoning damage. That's
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we have to wait for Jack. If this is the one time he gets Divine Intervention, he's gonna be pissed, by the way.
I kind of wanted it to happen just to see it.
I'll tell you what it was, still.
Oh no, man, like his reaction.
Oh yeah, but to be honest, he will. I'm pretty sure he's either going to be incredibly happy or he's going to lose his shit because every time he's rolled for Divine Intervention in Leos, it's not worked. I don't think he's gotten a single time.
Gods aren't real. They're just there.
You know what's funny? I think on a technical level, my other option for the rolls, by the way, was just natural 20. That has a lower probability individually than if you had done than what I did, because it's 8% per person.
5%.
On a thing, it's only 5%, like per person on the d20. But it seems a lot worse.
It feels less likely on a D100.
It feels a lot less likely, yeah, on a D100.
Yeah, that's just because of bigger, more numbers.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we decide?
Roll a d100. You're rolling for Divine Intervention.
Oh, each player? Okay.
Yes, every player rolled.
Yeah,
Nobody
we-
has gotten. I even rolled. Is this where I TPK my
Yep.
first main party? It is. All right.
Let's go, baby!
So, you guys, this difficult battle has overcome you. Between the tiredness of the previous encounters, while not incredibly difficult on their own, they had added up over time as your characters become weakened, and the storm itself has seemed to empower some of these creatures, making them more threatening, more dangerous. You thought you were prepared, and as you flew into the chaos of battle on this southern dock, you have found, or this southern/western dock, you have found yourselves in the midst of a tough and dangerous battle. As you had traded blows with your enemies, and the fight seemed to be in your favor, it quickly swung when more enemies had entered the fray. As those enemies had entered the fray, you begin to see your allies becoming weaker and weaker, and each individual had slowly gone down one by one, while coming up through sheer luck, as Noche with his natural 20 on a death save, as damage had just so many attacks managed to just miss. It seemed as though you might have been able to turn the tides of battle and keep things in your favor in saving the world and keeping things balanced and bringing the elements to the true balance that they once were. But somehow, you guys have just fallen short as the blows were too much. They added up too quickly. The damage had overtaken you guys. You guys weren't able to overcome these incredibly dangerous foes. You have all fallen. Vash, as you were the last one standing, you see each of your members fall. You and Jack are in this, fight where you guys are almost in a group battle, trading blows with these enemies, and you see as Jack has barely managed to survive, taking on 3 enemies at once that were focused all on him, while you were, stabbing him in the sides and back, finding opportune moments to take strikes. You find that one final blow with a lance just barely manages to knock Jack down, and as you're surrounded by another one, you turn to ready to defend yourself, and in the same quickness that you're ready to defend yourself, you feel 2 slashes. You feel a slash quickly, and then as you look towards the creature, you see him jump back, and you see the boomerang flies, and you see nothing but darkness, as this boomerang, you assume, has ended your life. And as each of you pass into the next plane of existence, your souls rest among the dead, as you look down on the field of chaos that is unfolding underneath you. A few things I want to go over. I think we have enough time where we usually end at about 3 to 4 hours, where you guys are good to talk for a while, right? Because this is obviously kind of important, so we know what to do next week.
I'm good.
It's all good.
Okay.
I'm going to be gone
Everyone
next
good?
week, just as a reminder. But
That
yeah.
is helpful, but not helpful.
But yeah, I'm good.
Vashaden, you guys good for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case. So, I'm going to go over the what-ifs in this scenario. If you guys had succeeded, my initial thought was Illustrial was going to come down. Not necessarily come down, but she was going to have a glimpse where she was going to send a simulacrum, some sort of magical extension to you guys. She was going to give you each a quick burst of healing. And then I was going to look through spells, probably like a Mass Cure Wounds or something of nature or something like that. And then she was going to give each of you Illustrial's Mooncloak, if you guys want to look up that spell. She was going to give each of you that spell as a buff to help protect you guys. I wanted the heal to be somewhat more minimal, but to give you guys that bigger buff with Illustrial's Mooncloak, and that would have been a constant. You guys wouldn't have had to concentrate on that, and they would have had no way to dispel it. So it would have been a powerful buff that would have helped you overcome this fight. And you guys would have easily been able to kind of turn the tides after that point because, I mean, look what the situation's at. This guy might have been able to take down one or two of you guys, but it would have overall been pretty in your guys' favor from that point. The next conversation, I guess, is your guys' stories, right? So, do you guys have a particular order you want to hear stuff in? Like, what do you guys want to go, like, bit by bit what have happened? Do you want to go over one person's entire kind of concept? I don't have, like, exact, like, dialogue written, obviously, for the most part, because I wait until it gets closer just in case things change or things matter. But I have, you know, the entire concepts ready to go, like, of what would have happened, the direction of everything. So, you guys have, like, a... Aiden?
Okay, I guess.
Okay. So, Aiden's story. The background of Aiden's story, just so everyone gets a kind of a concept, is his mother and father weren't able to have a child, so they reached out to a incredibly powerful creature, an archfey, that was able to bestow upon them a child through a gift that they call it, which is also where your curse mark comes from. It's a curse that was placed upon you if your parents weren't able to pay back their debts, which you would have figured out over time if you investigated that route, or it seemed like you were going to try to stretch into that route either way now, despite, you know, following the new mother route. She had cursed on you, which is why you don't have to make a wisdom save anymore, because you're, you know, hers now. So, like, there's no wisdom save to be stolen back. His parents obviously weren't able to pay the debts and have gone missing. They're air quote dead. He doesn't know that they're in a much worse state than dead. So your parents were feigned to be dead because of the nature of the contract that she had written with your parents. She pretty much can't kill them because of protection from another archfey, and which is what you've seen in your visions, is she's preparing to go to war with the other archfey. So she has a bunch of a menagerie of, like, creatures, which is why I give you polymorph and stuff. These creatures were used to be human and are anthropomorphic, so they turned into animals or animalistic creatures. And the longer they stay in her stead, they become more powerful and animalistic. So, like, you've seen, I mean, we call them, they're literally League of Legends characters, Volibear and Ornn. They're literally like a giant ram dude and a giant bear dude. And they each have, like, their own powers and abilities. You would have eventually been able to grow to that if you had followed her path. The concept was pretty much going to be, you were going to investigate and either, if the mother path, which is kind of what you were down, was you were going to help her build up an army, take out messengers, enemies of her, like, you know, contesters of the thing, and hopefully your goal was to take down a Fey court that was, that's called the Summer Court, which is an incredibly powerful group of Fey individuals, and she was going to take the head of it. She was going to take it over and become the head of the Summer Court. She was pretty much going to go to war with Titania, which is the most powerful archfey creature. She is pretty much a god, and she was going to take her to war and destroy, like, a lot of the Feywild and go, like, ravage the Feywild and pretty much become just the owner and leader of the Feywild and turn the Feywild into much less of, like, a wild magic nature thing and much more of, like, a vicious nature thing. So, like, think like Shadow Druids versus Druids. You would have gotten buffs that would have had to deal with, like, it would have allowed you to polymorph into certain creatures. It would have slowly turned you into a more powerful version of yourself that's, like, more animalistic as time gone on. You would eventually have been warped by this deep, like, dark, magical, nature thing. If you look up the Elderwood skin line about League of Legends, that's kind of the concept of what I was going for, is, like, this twisted nature that kind of overtakes you and becomes you as you become more animalistic. And that's kind of the simple concept, is you were going to end up helping her go to war as you followed her, and she was just going to twist your mind and make you slowly and more often forget your past and everything that dealt with it until you were just literally her right-hand man. She was going to empower you and use the elements that you had, the elemental powers that you were going to collect and deal with over time to create just, you were pretty much going to be a man of war for her. But obviously, like, as a bard.
The parents thing is crazy.
Because I have more
but, like,
on the parents line. Do you have any more specific questions or any comments that you're curious about or want to make on that storyline? There's more about if you want to go at the parents line. I'll tell you about that too.
Um. So you said another archfey was protecting Aiden's parents from like actually dying.
Mm-hmm.
Would that was that who would that be?
It would have just been. I haven't come up with a name for them yet because it didn't matter, and you weren't going to discover it for a long time. But it
Yeah.
would have been an archfey directly under the hand of Titania.
Okay. Because like honestly, like as much as I'm kind of like, damn, she's destroying the Feywild and that kind of sucks. But, everything else sounded sick as fuck. I was like, I'm done it.
Yeah,
Going down
and
this
again,
route.
it's meant to. It's not. She's not like totally evil, right? She's just kind
Yeah,
of like not good. She's
kind of a
kind of like,
bitch.
yeah. It would be more like chaotic neutral, right? It's her own favor. She's not
Yeah,
destroying the world. She's just taking it over and becoming the leader of it. And so like it's
yeah.
meant to, yeah, so that's kind of like that dark path that I told you guys about. I didn't want you guys to go down an evil path, just a dark path potential. And that was your when you made that choice when I told you you can reach out to the hands that were reaching to you, which was your mother and father. I'm sure that you understood that as character or as player at least, maybe not character. Or, you know, she was extending her hand to you and giving you power. That's what you chose, was her when you walked to her. If you chose the other hands, like to run away from her, you would have chose your parents' path. Your parents' path was going to be pretty much your curse would have started taking hold of you because the way that the contract was written was their payment for giving you a child was once you reached of age that you had to go to war for her. You were going to be her war child. Like she was going to do the same thing that she's doing. So she would have slowly against your will done the thing that she would have done in your like that you would have done
God.
on her side. But if doing it against your nature would have twisted you more, it would have made you a much more vicious creature because it would have been against your will. So when you went into this polymorph form, you would have been like not in control of your own mind. I mean, I would have obviously let you play your character still, but I would have told you this is how you should be thinking and feeling as this creature. And it would have been a lot more destructive and like set on destroying, killing, like murdering, or just rampaging through anything in your path, whether that was friend or foe. And it would have got worse and worse over time. Um, Overcoming that was a part of the parents' path. So as you unlocked more memories, as you remembered them more, and you learned about like their potential fate, and you dealt with like messengers and people that were on Titania's side or the Summer Court, you would have learned about your parents. And as that happened, they would have given you like assistance and aid into overcoming the curse, giving you ways to resist it, giving you ways to handle it or overcome it, or be able to control it in certain instances, but still be able to have the power. And eventually it would have came down to um, you pretty much having to fight your the other lady. I can't remember her name off the top of my head because I don't remember half my NPCs' names, but the fake one, the archfey. You would have had to fight her and her menagerie of like animals. Her pretty much her. You would have had to take on a bunch of her like people to shut down this whole like war thing. But you would have had this side of like the summer court and like the blessings of your parents and stuff like that. So you would have gotten a bunch of like buffs to help take that on, and it would have been just kind of very similar, but the opposite. Where you would have meant instead of taking down like messengers and doing the weird sneaky stuff, it would have been like combating the evil things, attempting to stop this like corrupted concepts because like they're trying to put like they would have had I would have had moments where you had to deal with like hag covens and like um messengers that are attempting to like plant these messages in people's heads to get them to act and do a certain way that would have benefited the uh your archfey, and you would have been just an attempt to stop all of that. And each time you would have attempted each event where you would have stopped it, it would have resulted in an air quote debuff where you had to deal with the consequences of your curse. The other side is and then your parent, obviously the other side is just overcoming that, learning about your parents, getting to know them, hopefully um breaking the seal on their contract because they're like stuck in a weird state because they're dead. So you would have to fight her, and then once you killed her, and was able to shatter and overcome the contract, you would have been able to meet your parents again. And they would have like obviously lost their shit because it's been so long since they've seen you. But they would have known it's you because they were in their state. They're conscious the whole time. They're just not like able to do anything. Think like permanently paralyzed.
Yeah.
So like they even feel the passage of time, but they just can't do anything. And they've been stuck like that since you thought they died. So a long time.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Unless you got more questions, that might help me to guide me.
So on the good path, you said you'd fight the Archfate. You mean like Aiden's current
Yes.
mother? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You would have fought her
Okay,
and
that's over.
her anthropomorphic like army,
Okay.
pretty much, as like your big end game fight thing. That'd have been like your final. That's
Yeah,
it. Concept. Like you would
for
have
the
like
yeah.
your final dungeon for your character arc would have been dealing with her like um her like war camp. I guess is the best way to explain it. Any other questions?
Um, no.
Okay. I can come back if you think of some later. So don't like if
Yeah.
you think of something, write them down. But I'm gonna go to Nash since Jack put an order and nobody refused it. I'm gonna go with that one. Nash, your story had a simple dark and like light side. The dark side was much more like monstrous, right? So yours would have happened way later though. So obviously yours is a super simple. It's the silver werewolves versus these black furred, brown furred, darker werewolves, and it's pretty simple in concept, right? Your concept was to just kind of overcome and rescue people that were close to you, um, and overcome this big villain in your story, which is what's his face? I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but he's a bad
Okay.
dude. Otakte, yes. He obviously wears a fur coat made of silver werewolves that he's slain. He also has a silver casted cane that he walks around with. That's a paw of a silver werewolf that he killed, and he also has a blade that's silvered that comes from the cane, so he can like unsheath the cane and it's a silver sword. So he literally has ways to deal with silver and werewolves, like the silver-furred werewolves, by having a bunch of silver weapons on him. Um, the concept is super simple. You're pretty much just going to encounter a bunch of like werewolf situations where he was just going to keep teasing you. He was just going to attempt to continue to enrage you, and then he was going to have a moment where he was going to approach you calmly with a message of peace, and he was going to offer you a moment to. He would have called it like reconcile and like negotiate and just a peace offering, and he would have had you come to his lair, like his den, so to say. He would have called it his den, and once you guys got there, he would have just surrounded you guys with like hundreds of werewolves, like hundreds, and it would have been him, and he would have isolated him and you to a situation, and he would have shown you um, petrified versions because he's working with the Black Earth very minimally. Aiden, yours was not written to work with elements for obvious. I just couldn't think of a good way to incorporate it where it made sense. That's why I kind of wrote as you gained elemental powers, Aiden. That's what your elemental incorporation is. Nash, we kind of wrote yours in where they're petrifying and they're kind of absorbing life energy. That's kind of where I twisted it and moved it towards. So like they were absorbing the energy. They were attempting to infuse energy into it, but the werewolves learned that they were able to take those crystals and those things and absorb life energy, like the energy of the earth, or the energy of people. So they were taking these crystals and like stabbing them into petrified creatures that couldn't resist it, and literally absorbing their life energy. And he would have shown you that. He would have told you that while you were isolated. While you were isolated in this situation, the rest of the party would have had to fight all those werewolves by themselves. They literally would have just been cut off by fighting werewolves, and they would have just slowly entered a few werewolves at a time in like a pit while they were fighting, and you were just talking to this guy. He would have been sit there like talking, and you would have just heard the party in the background fighting, and he would have told you like just teasing you, like saying you're in a situation where you can't win, and then he would have given you an offer. He would have pretty much, he knows that you're like a blessed silver werewolf because you were the last true like blessed silver werewolf of Saluna. Like the group that you had before were blessed by Saluna. They were not just silver fur werewolves, they were blessed by Saluna. And you were the last one because of how your ritual came about. Now there's other silver furred werewolves that followed and understood Saluna and stuff, but they were not like what you are. And you didn't know that. You were going to over time kind of develop that concept where you would have started being able to do like a bunch of like, not a bunch, but like you would have been able to add or do radiant damage or resistant, etc. And you also would have been able to eventually cure lycanthropy as a counter to killing and murdering a bunch of like creatures, like other lycanthropes, and fighting them. Your choice would have been you can literally cure them. I got off track because my ADHD brain's going nuts. So you would have in this situation you would have been like literally just in a back to the wall situation. Your party's gonna die. He would have threatened that, like, I'll literally have everyone in here rip them apart if you don't accept my deal. And then you would have went to him and he would have offered you, you could absorb the life energy of and it would have been the two people that you were looking for. It was, I think it's Dakota and I forget the other one. It's like the child or something, if I remember correctly. um, and if you said no, you would have had to fight for your life. You could have attempted to run, but it would have been very hard because of werewolves. He wouldn't have chased you, but he would have let his pack of werewolves hunt you guys down constantly. So you guys would have had to fight like packs and packs and packs of werewolves. If you denied it, it would have been you and him in a one-on-one. If you chose to run, he wouldn't have chased. He would have just told the werewolves to deal with you. If you chose to fight, or if you chose to say yes to his deal, he was going. It would have you would have been instead removed of blessed by Saluna, and you would have been blessed by Malar, if you know who Malar is. And Malar, and as that happens, he would have gotten Otakte would have been pissed. And as that happens, he was gonna use a Medusa head to try to petrify you and then steal your life energy. So you would have gotten a fight with him either way. But in that moment, if you take the dark route, it would have been. Now, the other route is not a guaranteed death. What would have happened is, up to that point, you would have built a bunch of like help through people, allies, shifter allies, Silverford werewolf allies, just other allies that are of that bestial nature that kind of fall in line with the things you're doing. Other allies in general too. I would have, if you could have made sense, would have been added to your repertoire, and they would have showed up to help you. So it would literally been just like an all-out brawl between all these allies, your party members, you, Otakte, and all these fucking werewolves. So if you refused, it would have been fine. If you accepted, because of the back to the wall situation, it would have broken out into a different kind of fight. The other werewolves would have backed down from your party because you are now blessed by Malar. But being blessed by Malar would have obviously twisted you in a nature. It would have removed any negative effects of your curse, because you would have been able to control it in full, but it would have kind of created a more bestial and primal nature, a more hunting nature. Now, Malar, being what he is not fully evil. He likes you to hunt. He wants you to hunt and kill things, but he wants you to hunt and kill things that are appropriate and powerful. So he would have asked you to hunt and kill things that are literally anything but women and children. So that would have been, the dark path, but it's not evil. And then the other light path is obviously you resist. You hopefully overcome and defeat Otakte. You can have the party help you, or you can fight him alone. I pretty much had 2 stat blocks for that. If you wanted to 1v1 him, it would have had a lesser stat block that made more sense for a 1v1. If it was a party, he would have had other things. He would have transformed into a werewolf. You would have seen his werewolf state was a lot lesser than because obviously it's a 2-phase fight. It would have been normal, and then he turns into a werewolf. If he refused, he's blessed by Malar, and he's strong as shit. If he's not, then he's weakened, and he's not blessed by Malar, and you beat the piss out of him, pretty much, in a werewolf form. And that's pretty much where that goes, and then the rest of it is just like Malar or Saluna kind of empowering and helping you and assisting you to get more allies to take on this elemental evil, to bring balance to the world of Saluna, or to overcome your foes and become stronger and a better hunter as Malar.
Okay.
Very simple but straightforward, but the way I had a lot of ways I was going to do it. And I feel like in practice, I feel like it would have came off a lot cooler than the way I described it.
No, that sounds really awesome.
Do you have any questions about any of it?
So both Dakota and Katori were alive?
Yes, if they were petrified. Now, curing them wouldn't have been easy, because you guys probably would have had access to greater restoration by that point, but you could have also paid for services or had it done. So your choice was to kill them and take the power, because you're backed into corners. It's pretty much your party or them. Or, in that situation, he would have been fighting you and focused on you, but in desperation, in his final moments, when he was under, like, a very low HP threshold, where, like, you could have killed him, probably 2 attacks would have been my goal, so it wasn't 1 opportunity attack. He was going to attempt to break their statues while they were petrified, as, like, a desperation, I'm going to kill them just to piss you off moment.
Okay. Nice. That
So, like...
is...
Good.
That's horrifying as a boss. I like that.
Yes. So his whole it would have been the point where he could have got away with an opportunity attack, unless you like nat 20'd or like rolled like max damage or something like that. The goal is to make it to where you can survive at least 1 hit, get away, and he has to hit insanely high numbers to do it in 1 turn or 1 attack, or he has to like crit pretty much to destroy their statues. Your and then you could have just chased him down and killed him. So pretty much it's not guaranteed that he does it, but it creates that desperation in both of you. Like he's desperate, he's trying to do it just to get on your nerves, and then you do it because and then you become desperate because you don't want to see it happen. So
Yeah.
and then the pit fights, obviously it's like you and him in a 1v1, or in the party has to fight off all these werewolves while it's happening, so they're not bored during the conversations and things happening. And then also the vice versa, where they back off because you go down the darker path and you guys all gang up on him. He would have fought you guys, and it would have been, he would have been empowered because I would have had it made more sense for a 5 party than a 1 person. But it would have been him, and then he would have been blessed by Malar, or not blessed by Malar if you took the dark path. And if you guys managed to kill, it would have been a separate fight for a period of time, with the intention of the party coming in after they deal with, I would have put like a certain number of like werewolves or things in their path to deal with, and they have to get through them to get to you to assist you. Would have been the goal. So that's how it would have gone.
Nice. I think that's good for me for right now. I'll probably send you more questions later.
Vash, yours is was a nightmare to try to create a concept of initially, but I feel like I got it down pretty good, right? So your concept is obviously being from way back in the day. You kind of understand the way that the world evolved and changed over time, and that those things happen. Due to your nature of being, this old, like, you used to kill or steal or do things that were not necessarily good things, Curse Mark pretty much is just, like, for you, was just an option I gave you. I didn't really think of a great way to attach it to your story, so I apologize. It's just kind of, like, there as an option, because I didn't want to give everyone else one and not you one. That seemed unfair. But I gave you one. It was just more kind of like a old school, like, attachment to your old school life was more of your Curse Mark. But because of the nature of, being a chaotic person, that's what your whole thing was chaos. And not maybe, maybe it wasn't like it was like intentional chaos, right? You caused it on purpose. It was things that you did that were meant to, cause disarray, so to say. Because of that, you didn't know, but when when the moment happened, the elemental cataclysm happened, and you, like, got knocked out or whatever happened, you ran away, there were people in the world that were infused with small amounts of chaotic energy that are meant to grow into the shards of Thera's Dune. The more elemental energy that they are around, that they absorb, that they come in contact with, that shard grows and empowers. And so pretty much there was a few people known as the Elder Eye. They were, like, empowered. That was the guy that you guys met with the tentacles and shit. He was an emissary of Thera's Dune, or an emissary of the Elder Eye, who was trying to empower and really get these shards to evolve and become true. Even one shard of Thera's Dune would have been enough to create a ritual or create a path to opening the door to having Thera's Dune breach the planes and have him come to the world, and pretty much eat it and just devour it, and that's his whole thing. And you, I'm sure you understood, but her, Alice's attachment, when she was absorbed, she also became a shard of Thera's, or like a potential shard of Thera's Dune, which is why her elemental absorption stuff is so powerful. She didn't die necessarily. It seemed like she did, but because of the shard, she was protected to a degree. And then Dude found her, the creepy scientist guy, and began experimenting on different creatures and stuff, and she was one of the people that she found. He found that most creatures can only really handle one kind of elemental absorption before their body kind of goes pfft. Alice was able to absorb all 4 elements and even the para-elements, and he couldn't understand why, so he was experimenting on her, trying to infuse her and steal her energy and infuse it into other creatures and see if he could do that. So your story was meant to deal with all of these elemental creatures and kind of finding and understanding this dude, this scientist, who's literally just a fucking psycho. And as you kind of unraveled his plans and stuff, you would have found that he was experimenting and dealing with Alice. He was infusing her, stealing her energy, and creating this empowered shard. So she would have come into the story eventually where you would have met her, but she's in kind of this, like, catatonic state because of the research that you had, or the research that the dude was doing on her. You would have been able to save her, air quote, bring her to a safer place, in fighting him. And when you fight him, it would have been all kinds of crazy like elemental shit. So one thing, it would have been the fuck, what's the name of it? I think it's um, the new elemental like high CR creature. I forgot the name of it. It's like an elemental hydra. That's what he would have turned into, and you guys would have fought that.
Oh,
But then he
shit.
also would have had a bunch of like elemental like infused shit that you guys would have fought. Um, and that's what you would have done. You would have had to fight that, and once you saved her or killed him and destroyed him and his experiments, you would have saved her, brought her to a safe place, and then at the I'm assuming you probably would have brought her to the Altissima Oculus, who would have tried to observe her and try to help bring her back and hopefully cure her. But what they would have realized that she's in a state of incredible danger and volatility. So you pretty much would have been able to save her, but the risk is she would have created or separated a shard of Tharizdun, and you would have to fight a shard of Tharizdun to save her. Or you end her life, and there's no shard, there's no danger to the world potentially. It is, that's where her life ends. But that would have been your choice. The dark path is obviously the shard of Tharizdun, because that creates an immense danger. The lighter path is obviously, or the lighter path is saving her. It's obviously dark because she dies and it sucks, but it's the safer moment. Knowing who Alice was, she probably would have been more okay with that concept, etc., etc. Accepting her fate back in the day, because she's been catatonic / gone for however long. Like, she doesn't know how much time has passed. So your dark path would have been chasing the shard of Tharizdun and destroying it, which would have been incredibly dangerous. Like, it literally would have left chaos and destruction and just obliteration in its wake. Because Tharizdun is darkness, madness, and nothingness, like void. Which is why you kept getting those dreams, because you have a part of the shard of Tharizdun. As you fought the shard of Tharizdun, you guys would have fought it. It's this whole thing. I couldn't find a good stat block for it yet, but it had been this crazy just nonsense of madness where you guys are constantly thrust into weird situations and getting twisted and turned and put in places of pure darkness and just this weird just nonsense. It'd have been intense. It'd probably have been a 2-session fight, and at the end, and if you died in it at all, and I mean died, I'm not talking unconscious, I mean died, the shard would have attempted to absorb you, and the party could have tried to stop it. If they failed to stop it, you would have been absorbed, and you would have turned into a shard of Tharizdun, and then it would have been an empowered shard of Tharizdun, and pretty much the world would have ended, because I don't think the 4 remaining party members could take on a shard of Tharizdun.
I was the king of the apocalypse, guys. It was me.
I knew it.
You were the emissary. You were an emissary of it, yes. But that is pretty much the storyline that I had for you. Any questions?
No, that sounds cool. It's too bad we didn't get to do it, but nice.
Noche. Yours is another twisted jumble of a mess that I had to try to find a good direction for. So, for you, obviously the air cult was your tie-in. The whole concept was it was very straightforward at first, right? It's about the Drow kind of invading your city and a lot of the Underdark to do whatever they're doing. What they were doing was they were using the power of the air cult to so they were keeping spaces of exits incredibly attached to air and making it to where creatures couldn't leave, because it was super pressurized, so creatures couldn't fly out. Creatures couldn't find safe ways out without immense power or really, really good spellcasters forcing their way out. If that doesn't give a hint to the one lady that made it out with a bunch of people, I don't know what does. And it would have been a bunch of followers of Loth, pretty much using the combination of people with the air cult who would have taken your people, the Carapians, just hostage and studied them and trying to learn from them and create weird elemental infused creatures with your people, and using their studies as well to create because you have the morphed creatures, I forget what we called them, but your version of Driders, air quote. Those, they would have pretty much tried to take those things and turn them into elemental versions of them and control them as an army. The Drow were going to attempt to just turn everybody into spider creatures and just overwhelm the Underdark with Driders and powerful arachnomancers and spiders, and pretty much turn the entire Underdark into Lolth's playground and empower and summon Lolth. And that was their whole thing. It's super simple, straightforward, but that was the concept. And then your path would have been, I mean, you can you had a very interesting path. So you could have just obviously you were meant to go against it no matter what. With Sturm, it was going to become a point where I was going to make you to fuse and get empowered and become the twisted creature that we were talking about. You would have been able to become something like that, but more in control of your nature, empowered by the Bat God. I already forgot his name too, but that would have been like the whole thing. You literally would have been empowered by him to take on Lolth and end her, and you would have been able to fight Lolth. The other concept that you could have gone for is to, and that's been the darker path because obviously you're turning into this twisted creature potentially, and you kind of have to go through this really like dark path to get there, and infusing yourself with this energy that's against your normal nature, and you're also absorbing Sturm, and that concept Sturm is lost forever. His story goes away, he disappears, he's gone. His mind, his consciousness, his mind, whatever's left of him disappears when you do that because you absorb him. So he just becomes literally an essence that exists. Like, so you literally he becomes like a construct, not an actual construct, but like he becomes like a magical construct. He's just there when you summon him mechanically, and that's it. He would no longer have interaction, concepts, thought, emotion, anything. The other side is you refuse that power, and you still do the fight and everything, but Sturm begins to learn who he was. You kind of go down that path. You find that the magical energy that is Sturm is trapped within you, and you become able to unlock that, and eventually become able to empower Sturm and turn him into different versions of dragons. And he becomes eventually he becomes like an adult, and then he gets able to use, he doesn't become like an ancient, but he can use like powers of an ancient, like certain abilities, like he can use their breath weapon x amount of times, or one time per long rest, whatever. So I didn't come up with the mechanics quite yet because I had a long time to go and balance it, but I imagine you would have been able to empower Sturm and learn about Sturm's history, and he eventually would become his own being that you could summon from wherever he existed to where you existed, and it wouldn't have attached your HP pool anymore, was how I imagine mechanically that would have happened eventually, if we didn't switch concepts to the other summoner. So that would have been like your whole path. Super, again, simple and straightforward, but kind of convoluted in how it would have been dealt with because of what it is. You would have fought Lolth, by the way. Yes.
Both paths sound pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I was kind of excited to deal with yours because it was very weird, but like unique. I feel like the execution of it was kind of like Nash's, where it's very simple and straightforward, but the execution would have been, I feel like, would have been very fun. I also imagine each of you, I'm gonna get this out there now, I'm thinking it would have had like some end game buff that have been immense that you guys would have used to fight the Arco Elementals that you guys could have like called upon once to do. Yours, Noche, would have been turning Sturm into an ancient dragon for a period of time as an ally.
Yeah, baby.
Nash, yours would have become like depending. Well, that's if you did that route, Noche. If you did the other route where you absorbed him, you've been able to become an avatar of your god. Nash, yours would have become an empowered werewolf that's pretty much the avatar of Malar or an avatar of Saluna in that form. Aiden, yours would have become, you pretty much would have been able to become this incredibly powerful being that's polymorphed no matter which direction you went. Actually, no. I didn't really come up with the concept for the good side yet because we went towards the other side, so I didn't get like the mechanics of it. The bad side was you become this incredibly powerful polymorphed creature that you can use to like just rampage against a creature or through a battlefield. The other side, I was thinking about something where it empowers your ability to like save things, but I couldn't think of like a good way to do it that was like incredibly powerful. I was almost thinking like you could literally just give, like, you could use your bardic inspiration to like empower people's spellcasting or do something. I couldn't get any mechanics. Think along the lines of like you could use your bardic inspiration to give people Globe of Invulnerability for an X amount of turns that they roll the dice for, or when they cast a spell and they can add your bardic inspiration to their spell save DC for that one casting of it, etc. It'd have been something incredibly powerful like that, where it gives you empowered spell casting. Was the opposite side. You're not transforming, but something like that. That was my concept. I didn't get any mechanics written for it for obvious reasons. Same thing for most of the shit, but yeah. Any other questions, Noche?
Would have other Drow helped me, like, take back the skid? Because that one lady was like
yeah,
not part of
all
this.
of you guys would have allies, right? Allies and foes in that thing that you guys could have made or went with or against. Yours would have been Drow that were seceding from like being a follower of Lolth, right? Or people who are, maybe they agreed with Lolth, but they don't agree with what the lady is doing currently. Yudo had those kinds of allies. So the Arachnomancer lady that you guys had in your thing, she was just kind of like an ally that you could have made if you guys, work hard enough after you learn. Because after some time, you guys were going to learn about the stories and what's going on, and you guys could have dived and done that. Like you guys could have, searched for allies specifically. So during the intermissions, your goals were going to be doing side quests, or heavily searching for allies, pretty much. Like side quests would have given you guys like items and empowerments and stuff, but doing your allies would have helped you guys in your guys' like end game scenarios. Pretty much I made every end game scenario like a 50-50 was the goal, was to balance it enough to where you guys had the potential to die. Like and the more allies you had, the more easily overcome the situation would have been. I actually wanted to make it a little bit more in the favor of the enemies, but not like a lot, but like a little bit, and then like each ally you had reduced it and made it like easier to deal with. That way it felt different.
There was a in the Earth journal, like way back when we first started. There was a person who was I forget his name, was associated with the Earth cultists who was part of my people. What was his deal?
He was another one of like a side tangent character that was meant to just be like an attachment to like your world, but a part of the Earth cult. Like he just went and joined the Earth cult.
Okay.
Oh, yours is the Earth cult. Was yours the Earth? No, yours is the Air cult. I'm right. I don't remember.
Yeah, I was related to the Earth air cult, but then like the Earth cult started my background.
Yeah. So I think that's what it was. I think it was just like he like overcame the earthquake or something, and dude like survived, and the earth cult was like, hey, you should come join us because that's cool, and he did. So he was just like an attachment to the cults for your story, and you could have literally like encountered him. He would have been like in a powered up like boss fight that you would have fought, and you could have been like a roleplay moment where he would have been like offered you and hey, come join us at the cult and stuff like that.
Interesting. Okay, I think. Actually, what was Sturm's background?
Hard to explain thoroughly, but without exploring too much that goes into what the potential for the story of Leos goes into, so I have to be very careful. But he's from a different existing timeline. His timeline was shattered, and he floats between them now.
That's
and his
awesome.
consciousness... What'd you say?
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so his consciousness and his existence kind of float between things, and he attached himself to you through a traumatic event.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's all the questions I have for now. If I have any more, I'll type them out later.
All right, Jack, are you ready for yours?
Mm-hmm.
So, my first question for you is, who do you think your patron is? Give me a couple of guesses.
Dark version of myself.
Okay, any other guesses?
Nope.
It is Evandrin's consciousness. Or not Evandrin, Jalen's consciousness.
Jalen's conscious. There was a point where I thought it was Jalen.
So it's Jalen's consciousness, right? It's not exactly him. There was a reason that your powers never took over or created a rage, but it was swarmed or overtaken by your lust for revenge and hatred towards Azrael. And so that's why it's warped into this darkness. And that's why in each of the memories with Jalen, specifically, you see the darkness. There's no, like, I don't know if you recall, but I never described the darkness like following you around specifically, but being in each memory that existed with Jalen.
Yeah, it like existed in the background, essentially.
Yes. So it was never like attached to you, it was attached to Jalen. So it was always Jalen's kind of like reminiscing memories, and it's a part of like your whole story of like going mad, right? And like being, overtaken by like anger or sadness or revenge or whatever those mixture of emotions are. It was those things overwhelmed and created this sense of like Jalen kind of like almost like a psychosis, right? Like Jalen existed as a shadow, but it was meant to be later on you were going to find out like it was meant to overcome that darkness. He was there to help you. His soul was attached to your soul, literally soulmates, and meant to help cure your anger, your rage, your lust for revenge and blood. He was literally meant to slowly help cure you, but your darkened emotions kind of overwhelmed that and created this like opposite side of him, because your soul was so muddled that it was like kind of overwhelming you both, because like you had almost like a 2-for-1 soul thing going on in you. but because of the darkness of yours, like the Avatar, like the final fight in the Last Airbender, like your
Mhm.
soul was Ozai doing what it does to Aang, and his was like a little bit left over, and it was going to try to fight back, but kind of depending on choices that you made, the more memories that you lost of Jalen, the less it actually would have ended up becoming. Azrael was going to take control of that darkness, that energy, and he was going to infuse himself into it and become your patron if you went that route. Or it was going to be, you would have realized over time that this thing is meant to be overcoming your darkness, your anger, your these negative emotions and negativity and the bad side of Evangelion in general, and you would have realized that it's literally yours and Jalen's soul empowering each other to create your Hexblade nature. The concept of story was super simple. You're just gonna pretty much Azrael was pretty much going to try to break you down and kill you. And each time he killed you, he was going to remove memories from you and slowly corrupt you until he was able to take over your entire nature, until you were literally just an agent of Azrael. Now, he's not dumb. He's not entirely evil. He just wants to he just wants to revive the Von Zarovich bloodline through himself. And he knows, like we all know, Strahd and how he exists in Barovia. He does not know about Strahd. He doesn't know Strahd exists in Barovia. He thinks that the entire bloodline is dead. So his goal was to revive the bloodline by creating like half vampires that are immortal and create babies. And he was going to like just create like an army of Von Zaroviches that were going to start walking around and hopefully pretty much take over like large regions or the world eventually. Like a very slow burning plan. And
Mhm.
that was his plan. If you went on his side, you just would have helped him do that by turning people here and there in a couple of cities who would have been like, hey, person of importance, turn them so they can, and then, convince them to do this thing so that they'll, start working with me. And then the light side is obviously you would have started slaying vampires, working in tandem with the Brotherhood of the Silver Hunt to overcome the vampires and eventually fight Azrael and kill Azrael. And end, air quote, end this Von Zarovich bloodline.
Ironically, I was still kind of on the good path.
Kind of, yes. You were slowly being corrupted.
Right. It would have gotten to be more over time, but even with his personality changed, but I was still because at that point he was just
Yeah,
pissed
you
at
weren't locked
Azrael
in.
and wanted to kill everything.
To be fair, none of you guys were locked into a path one way or the other. All of your kind of choices came down. So pretty much the way it had important moments that kind of set you up to feel like you had to follow a path. That way you got into character concept where you were like, I'm following this path. I'm going to keep the dark path or I'm going to keep the light path. And then it would have come to a specific point that would have diverged you into that path specifically. That would have been the hard lock-in. And you guys, I explained to each of you guys your hard lock-in moment was like Aiden's wasn't. Aiden's hard lock-in moment would have been when he found out about the contract where his parents are kind of like being kept safe by another archfey. That'd have been his hard lock-in. Yours would have been a moment where you would have been sent into a moment where Azrael would have pretty much came into you like in person and been like, hey, you finally feel the lust, you feel my power, now give into it fully. And then you could have refused, and then he would have like cursed you, and like it would have been like a whole thing. Nash's was the moment where he could have chose to kill the petrified statues or resist it. Vash was when he chooses to let Alice live and fight the shard or deny it. And Noche's would have been in like a moment where he's pretty much you guys would have been like on like a really rough edge or spot. It would have been pushing you guys. I pretty much would have been like in the Underdark, chasing you guys constantly, making you guys fight shit constantly. And so you guys were weakened and wounded. And then you guys would have had a really hard fight ahead of you. And you would have been offered that fusion Noche. That'd have been your path right there. You could have refused it and fought alongside Sturm, or you could have, accepted it and turned into a monster. So that's kind of like where each of you guys' diverging hard paths were. And pretty much the next side quest that you had lined up for the Brotherhood of the Silver, or all your guys' next side quests were going to come from places related to your story, but not like attached to it. So if you chose to dodge the side quest, it literally made no difference. It would have just been like a way to link some more to you. So like Jack, I was going to give you extra side quests with the Brotherhood of the Silver Hunt during the intermissions that would have given you items and access to being able to kill vampires easier.
Wait, the revitalizing Strahd or the Zarovich line was just like that was a surprise, but like I kind of figured he just he's an evil dickhead with an evil plan that wanted to take over the world. The patron bit though, that was good. Like at one point I thought it was Jalen, and then I no longer thought that, so that was well played.
Yeah, the more you refused, stop licking your kennel, you fucking weirdo. It slowly over time was pretty much going to turn into like you are your own patron feeling because your darkness was overtaking Jalen's and kind of overwhelming his his part of the soul that was empowering you, and it was going to pretty much make it to where it felt like you were your own power, so to say, but you were not. And the reason I wrote that you weren't your own power was because of the whole I couldn't think of a good way in my head that wasn't so like hand wavy where you were your own patron. Why can't I just unlock my own power kind of a concept? I couldn't think of a good narrative explanation that was attached to everything. It just because like obviously you could like everything that I could think of was just in my rage. Why wouldn't I just unlock my power even if it meant death kind of situations? So I had to change it from because initially I thought about when he became a warlock. I was like, how do I do this? I was like, okay, maybe it's just himself and he's attached to this. And then I was like, after some time thinking, I was like, no, I can't really do that because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense with anything that I can think of that he wouldn't just be like, nope, I want to unlock my powers and go kill Azrael right now.
Yeah, no, it was really good. It was well kept secret. I have a question for the party, real quick.
3.
Jack's switch up. Did that feel natural?
I thought so. I could.
I mean,
tell
I know
that,
it was
yeah.
only a couple sessions, but
I could tell that there was a change.
Totally do.
Everything. So I thought you did good.
I mean, it wasn't like super drastic, but it's like, I feel like a realization one could come to after dying in a sleep.
valid.
Just like, you know what, this is kind of pointless.
Noche did not notice you changing at all since he was down. So then when he saw you, he's like, why is he even more irritating? For my
Yeah, that's just Noche.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a good switch up.
Cool.
It's like,
So-
he's even more insufferable.
Now the all-important, very important question to the rest of the party is Kings. I didn't spoil a whole lot with Kings, right? I gave you guys some like concepts of stuff that's going to happen and how things may work, but I didn't give you guys any actual spoilers for obvious reasons. Kings. Handling it. Because of the state of the world, it is hard to say that we can just bring in another group of adventurers snap of the fingers, right? Like there's people working in the cult, in the eye and stuff that are important, but we could say that, but that would kind of limit in terms, and this is me as a DM, it's just who I am. I feel like I always have to attach things that make sense. I don't want to personally hand wave and be like, oh, new group of adventurers arrived, ha ha ha, right? I can't do that personally. It irks me. I can't do that. I just won't be able to attach anything to the characters very well. So my concept is if we want to continue it, it would have to be limited to in the state of the world that you guys are pretty much directly. Oh, sorry. Before I continue this point, Vash, you also would have been able to work with Dude to become head of the Zentrum. Also another point. Or he would have been the head. You could have also had a point where you contended with him, could have killed him and become the head yourself, or just been happy second-hand man.
Nice.
You each would have been given an opportunity to pretty much extend your power by working directly with each of the factions, by the way. The old 5 factions. So the Lord's Alliance, Order of the Gauntlet, Emerald Enclave, Zentrum, and the Harpers. You each would have been given a chance through Vash's new friend. You guys would have been able to be the leaders or very important people in them. Now, back to what I was saying. You guys would have to be characters specifically working inside of the already made 5 factions. As in, like, each of you would have to be from each of the ones. Pretty much all the factions would be like, oh, fuck, our guys died. We need to replace them. And they would have to go hunt for people that are... bring them back in. Obviously, I have to work some stuff out because you guys lost this fight, so there has to be consequences if we continue the world. The other side of it is you guys will be weakened in power because you guys are going to be missing stuff, obviously. And then character concepts are going to take some time to develop if we do that. Your backgrounds would be kind of limited to a thing. So, that's how I would have to work within if we wanted to continue. I'm obviously cool with continuing. I am also not opposed to moving on personally and then talking about what happens in the concept of kings. So I need everyone's thoughts, opinions, and what they want and how they feel about that.
I mean, this is essentially like the end of this world, right?
Yes, but no. It wouldn't happen overnight, right? It would take a bunch of time. There would still be resistance and stuff like that, so it wouldn't just like happen.
But we're the heroes of the story.
Yes, so you guys failing would have consequences permanently.
But there are additional campaigns that could take place because I know this is like a rewrote module, so like, you know, modules tend to be contained within themselves.
So I mean, there's ways to do it, right? So we could always say, world ends, we go to next world, right? I also wanted to go. Fuck, how do I say this? Are you guys gonna be mad if I say something that might kind of give too much a little concept into Leos?
I mean,
No,
that
I
only-
wouldn't mind that at all.
That would
It's
only
not-
work for Leo's players.
That's why I'm asking. It's not like a full-on spoiler, but it might give concept into what's going to happen, could happen, how something can happen. And it's not a full-on spoiler, but it might give you guys ideas. And I don't want to ruin anything that
I'm for ideas, as long as it's not like straight spoilers.
It's
Yeah,
not a
I'm
straight
fine with
spoiler.
it as
So-
long as Andrew is. So.
We could also say when you guys move in, I could just move you guys to Leos. And the way Leos works is worlds fall apart, things shatter, people move there. That's what Leos is from now on. That's what Leos 2 is going to be. So I could just say that happens, right? The world falls apart because of this chaos. The chaos happens. The world, the planes and the elements explode and implode, and Tharizdun eats it all, or whatever fucking happens. And I move the remainder of people and, you know, some of the survivors and stuff to Leos. And that's what happens. Which would be a small few people.
Both sound enticing.
The other side is, I could literally just write up like a whole thing about like the resistance, you know, fighting back in it. You know, maybe there's real world consequences where the world's divided into pieces that are like really fucked up related to the elements, but that's like a thing. There's ways to do it, no matter what. But my easiest solution without just being like, oh yeah, world ends, we're fucked, is just say, hey, we moved to Leos because this happens, by attaching it to story.
I'd rather that. I know I asked about, because I wasn't dedicating the idea, I was just curious if it was an option. I'd rather just cut our losses and move on.
I mean, would that rewrite the hells at all? I mean, not really, because
No.
it just moves.
Literally doesn't matter. It's just now that story happens in Leos. That's literally it. That's why I think I told somebody, I might have told a couple people, hey, I plan on moving us to Leos, either during or after Hells, because the Hells, it wouldn't matter. Because literally, it's the same thing. It would just, how some things work and matter story-wise would change. But nothing, like, insane. That it would change the concept of Hells. Literally, we could still do Hells. The same as it was, and it wouldn't fucking matter.
I think this campaign was just destined to wipe us, man. Cut our losses and move on.
I think I agree. I think we end the story here.
I mean, yeah, we did it
Well.
twice, to be honest.
Like I said, campaign was destined to wipe us twice. It's destined to wipe us. Like, it just is what it is.
Wait, hold on. I have a request. Are other characters that died in the hells? Not really. Can they just be alive in Leos? Like, yeah, they never really died.
So I was planning on bringing them back to the Hells, by the way, in Hell. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna say anything about it. But yeah, they're probably coming back at the hell. In hell
Hooray!
somehow.
Fuck this world. Let's move on.
Yeah, I agree.
Question. Oh, important question for this world. I'm blanking on the character's name now. Our halfling ranger friend. How is he going to tie into Kings?
When you guys went to go fight Marlos, I was going to introduce. I was going to message him and be like, "Hey, I know it's been a while. They're about to fight Marlos here in a few weeks or so. I want to find some time or a week that makes sense for you. I could stall them out, for a while. I was probably going to try to like get it 6 weeks ahead of time and then really push you guys and like force it in a way where it makes sense where you can come in. And I was literally going to have just drop him into the fucking Discord randomly as you guys are fighting Marlos." And he's like in a super confident like situation where he's like, got you guys cornered or whatever, and then suddenly he takes like an arrow to the fucking side, and then I was gonna see if he wanted to play in the campaign as like I was gonna make him like a powered up character version of what he was, and then I was just gonna let him have some fun and fuck the Marlos up pretty much while you guys
I
were
would've-
dealing with
I
whoever
would've-
else.
100% popped off. Like, oh.
So yeah, that would have been what happened with him. And now
That's
I have to
awesome.
message him and say, hey, we're moving on from Kings because they TPK'd permanently. So
Sorry about your luck, bud.
yeah, pretty much, unfortunately.
Soren.
this
That was his name.
Who?
Soren.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How could you
okay.
forget?
You forgot Soren's name?
I was
He's like-
trying to.
He was
I
your
could.
first TPK. Come on.
I could
Yeah,
only.
it was the whole reason we wiped the first time.
I
Baby's
could
first
only-
TPK.
I was thinking Songray, but I couldn't. I knew that wasn't right.
No,
Yeah.
you're
Really close. I'll give
so,
that to you. That's kind of close.
Songer's at least 2 halflings put together.
Yeah, I
Should
think
we
we
do- top to bottom, everyone's opinion
can do that.
Opinion?
on.
I mean, I think the only ones I haven't shared are Vash and Andrew
I
at
don't
this
have
point.
like a strong feeling either way. I don't know. Yeah, that's my opinion.
I'm ready for what's next.
Okay.
I mean, if this world relied on 5 idiots to save it, it was doomed from the start.
Feels like it seems like a pretty genuine consensus that everyone wants to move on.
Yeah.
So my question for you guys is the reason that you guys want to move on because you didn't like the concept of Kings? Is it because like you guys said, it just feels like it's the right end because you guys have failed twice already? Because you guys don't want to continue with the Element story? Why do you guys feel like you want to move on? This is just me genuinely asking out of curiosity more than anything, to make sure that like if I did something wrong or if like there's more I could incorporate or make things make more sense, I could do for the next campaign.
I love the concept of Kings. I think that this is just a good endpoint.
Yeah, I agree it's a good endpoint only because the alternative to continuing the story feels forced and weird
Mm-hmm.
in the way that you
Yeah, I
would
mean-
describe that we'd have to make the characters, which is fine. Like, it would make sense in the story that we would have to work with, the individual factions, have to come from them, be completely related to, like, and all that. But, like, that just kind of, like, I don't know, feels forced and weird.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how any like TPK, especially this far into the story, would go. Just like, I mean, it's not that I didn't like anything. Like nothing was like crazy that I was like, this is, but like, what train of thought crashed. It would feel like almost wrong to continue at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would feel weird if we just kind of continue. I kind of wish we did incorporate more of our backstories in the elements to make it feel more personal. I think for me, that's kind of the reason it feels like kind of like a weird disconnect where it is related, but kind of not really. Like we kind of found a reason to like incorporate it, but not really like inherit it entirely. At least that's how I feel.
I don't know. I don't know. nothing specifically on
But
that.
other than that, I was really
But
like the campaign up to this point. But you know,
only thing, I'm upset that I didn't get to go through Aiden's full story.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Shit happens. The dice have spoken.
I keep all my
And-
characters just in case I ever decide I want to use them in the future. So
Oh, 100%
So
I'm reusing Jack.
the way that I wrote this battle too was based on the concept, because you guys before had done it really, really well, except for like a few times, of like single target, like kill a thing, move on, kill a thing, move on, kill a thing, move on. You guys did that really well for a lot of times, and then this is what I built this fight balanced around, was the concept. I was like, you guys are gonna fucking melt most of this fight. Like, you guys are just gonna kill this, then that, then this, then that, then this, then that. Um, After this fight, you guys were gonna get a chance to short rest, as you felt the storm brewing and building, and you guys were gonna be given a chance to hide away. And then pretty much what was gonna happen is you guys were gonna see the storm die down. And at the end of it, you guys were going to see a Ginny walk out. You guys could let him walk away or fight him. Obviously, fighting him is dangerous as shit, but you guys would have had a rest and been able to do that. And it would have been him and like some methods and like an air elemental. So like, again, some extra minions and stuff, so he's not alone, but it would have been just him, so you guys would have single targeted a lot quicker after all this and after a specific rest period. And so, like, it was meant to have another fight after this, but I assume that you guys were going to single target things a lot quicker. So, and I probably could have, I don't know. I don't like to change things on the fly when I've already built stuff, because, I don't know, just a part of my brain and how it works, I guess. That's on me. I could do a better job of that, but I feel like I balanced it fairly well, thinking on the concept of how the party plays. I didn't expect you guys to spread out so much and fight different things altogether, and I think that's may have what led to the TPK here.
yeah, I saw that
Well, yeah.
tweet, and that's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
kept, like moving toward closer to everyone else to like lure the enemies closer. But it was kind of too late for that.
I mean, I think that was another thing too. Is like typically in most fights that we encounter, we start grouped already, like very tightly grouped. So like our single target makes sense because like me and Nash charge at the thing closest to us, and then Vash does rogue things, and then our magical artillery, generally pelts the same things that we're fighting, but we started the fight like spread across those docks. And so, like, when the enemies dropped, it's like, oh, do I take the attack of opportunity or do I just fight this thing that's right here in front of me? And then when the fight started going bad, it's like, well, maybe we should have took the attacks of opportunity to get, because, like, that's generally how we fight, is a more kind of tight-knit group. But nobody called the tactic, so that's all.
Yeah.
It's on us too. We played the fight kind of booty cheeks.
because I was also like, the whole point of us not show resting and resting straight here was to potentially fight again after this. So I was trying to save some of my stuff until
Yeah.
I realized we were kind of fucked. And I feel kind of bad because I have one nuke that could have like helped save us. I was gonna, if I didn't get targeted by the fucking the elemental, I was going to jackal beam the fucking cloud giant. You said it is what he was.
Yeah, that's what they are. Cloud Giants.
Yeah.
Cloud Giant of Evil Lair.
It also didn't help. Well, yeah, I was also saving my spells for like one last fight.
That's half of his remaining HP, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was
Almost half of it.
because I should
And
if
he
I
would've-
actually, no, I would have been down.
He would have failed that save. I mean, well, I'm rolling a dice
But I mean, I
now, but I rolled a 2 just now.
There were smaller things that led up to it. We were super spread.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
kind of had their target that they really focused on. Like I was trying to kill all those small methods around me and Vash to kind of like create an area where we could realistically group up. And like I could have done better. I could have called for the short rest because I had no resources left outside of a couple hexes. I could have called for it because I'm a short rest class, and I could have gone into that with spells. And it wasn't like it didn't quickly. Or it did quickly devolve into a TPK, because like we were doing fine until very suddenly we fucking weren't. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's a close fight. This guy only had, I mean, the little Eric Cocker guy had 29 HP left, and the Cloud Giant had 149, but you guys only hit him twice.
Yeah.
3 times.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like death by 1,000 cuts like we were doing fine, and the misplays we made earlier in the fight just turned around and bit us. Like,
I don't think I rolled any crits tonight either. I rolled I rolled a few
Yeah.
damage. I rolled high as shit. Don't get me wrong. Like I was rolling pretty good on damage tonight, but like I didn't roll any crits, so I didn't like drop you guys in one fucking turn because
Yeah.
I nuked you guys because of a crit.
yeah,
Oh.
and like, the bad positioning forced Aiden out of position to run to people to cure wounds and shit like that. Like,
And then the roll was shit.
yeah, it's just a lot of just early misplays in the fight that and that's that you're right in how our team concept worked. Like our party concept, you and I had talked about it. Like, this party's single target is fucking nuts. But our AoE coverage has never really been super duper great outside of Aiden.
Yeah, it
Um,
does a lot of like AoE control.
yeah, but it's like AoE control. It's not like AoE nukes. Like, so like we could control AoE,
Which has
and then we
AoE
could
damage too.
yeah, we could he would control AoE, and then we would do what we excelled at, which is, me and Nash running in and targeting, very specific things, and then the artillery members of our party focusing those things down while we wait for the control to wear off. And we just didn't play this fight like that.